Okay, cool. Same here. Same here again. Just so we know, we are live on the starting soon screen. I'll give us a minute, and then we'll go live to the actual camera feeds. Let me turn down Nathan's volume. I'll have to do that in a second. Okay. Get that announcement up. Give some ASMR to all the viewers. Okay. Oh, Amy subscribed. Thank you, Amy. Oh, and I gotta get Nathan's character in a Twitch emote next week when we have the full art as well. Yes, you get all the fancy stuff. Again, I'm gonna wait till we have the full art for that, but we do have something, and I'm gonna get more art over the week. It'll be good. All right. So, you're definitely on for 3 because Nikhil is out. Actually, not next week. He might be coming back as like a one-shot character next week, and then he's out for another week. But if you want to stick around, like I'm open to it. So if you want to stay on as a fourth party member, I'm completely open to that. So we'll revisit that. We'll see how you feel about it. Whatever happens, happens. All right, are we ready to go to live camera feed? One last fry. Get that fry in your mouth. All right, and 3, 2, 1. Live camera feed is up. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
It's probably really loud. Let me check. There we go. I fixed it. All right. We can hear Matt. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. All right, everybody, welcome Nathan, our guest star while Nikhil is graduating. How you doing, Nathan?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to play. I'm normally a DM. And so I'm ready.
Yes. As a DM myself who has not played D&D, actually, I haven't played D&D as a player in like 3 years.
Oh my god.
But,
Oh wow.
I mean, it's largely because of COVID, but like even before then. Is the audio working? You know, I think I finally got it this time, but since we have a new person, let me make sure with chat that the audio is working. People are saying who that, so we'll go ahead. I'll assume the audio is working. Nathan, you want to introduce yourself, talk about what you do and all that stuff? Let me put on the little hider.
Hello, first of all. My name is Nathan Apollo. I am a musician, actually. I am on TikTok. We're creeping up on almost 1 million,
Woo!
which is crazy. Gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do to process that. But I make music is what I mainly do with all my time. It's my full-time job. I'm a full-time musician, and I'm actually, living off of it, which is crazy.
Impressive.
But in my free time, I love Dungeons and Dragons. I consume so much Dungeons and Dragons content, and the other day on my spam account, I begged the universe to put somebody's Twitch show in my lap, and now here we are.
Yes, we can thank Panda for that. And for people who are asking where Panda is, he's coming. He got held up at on some errand that he has to run. There's a lot of traffic or something, he said. So he will be here in like maybe 10, 15 minutes. So don't worry, he's coming. Everything's all set there. But yeah, Panda was the guy that put me in contact with you, and I looked at your page. I was like, oh yeah, he seems cool. Let's get him on. So I'm glad he was able to connect us. Let's see the chat. Hello, Danny.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Amy. I saw Amy was here. Vic. Oh yeah, and Nathan has watched all 4 of the previous episodes, so
Yes.
I'm sure you're already aware of everyone's already shouting at you to lick the crystal whenever you get the first opportunity.
Oh, I know all about the crystal antics.
Yes.
And I gotta say, as a DM, you are a madman for letting that fly.
Yeah, okay, as a DM, you'll understand this. I think I am complete. Like, I don't know why I allowed this to happen. But here's how I do it, right? Well, we gotta kill 10 minutes, so I'll pull back the curtain a little bit. There. But
Nice.
I literally have like 6 wild magic tables pulled up, and I roll a d6 to see which wild magic table I go for, and then I roll the d100. So when you lick the crystal, there are literally like 600 things that could possibly happen. Like, it is entirely out of my hands, and I let you guys go wild with it. I should get I usually roll my dice on a comic book so that they're not, making a loud sound every time. Today it's Saga because it's on the top of my to-read pile.
I think knowing all of this now, I am more encouraged to lick Jared because if there's 600 things that can happen, that means there's a lot less bad things that can happen.
Now,
That's a good way to think about it.
Now, how did you get that? There's about equal measure of good and bad. How did you get more good out of 600? Believe me, there's a lot of bad.
A bunch of really bad things. It's never gonna be like extremely extreme. It's probably gonna be extremely bad at some point.
It already has. Do you remember when you got teleported into the chaos realm?
Yeah, but what are the odds that something that bad could happen twice? Very low.
If that's what you want to believe, I'm not going to kill your optimism. Sure. Yeah, you have fun with that.
I mean, Glib got what 100 on the magic table and like was just out.
Yeah, he did get pretty well knocked out there, but you know what?
He was just knocked out.
It was really funny. I realized later that Panda, hopefully he's feeling better now, but he got sick, not COVID, I don't think, but he got sick, and I really thought he wasn't feeling well during that session, and so I realized that by complete coincidence, like when Panda was actually feeling kind of sick, that was of course the session in which he was super hungover the entire time, which was like, that worked out amazingly. Oh, I don't want to say well, but you know what I mean. Like, it was a funny.
He was method acting.
Yeah, he was method acting. Exactly. All right.
So talented he is.
Yes. And again, for people who just got here, he will be here in a couple minutes, hopefully. I'm just adjusting the camera feeds there. And for those of you who are
not a floating head anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that up. I don't know why it puts all your cameras in at different sizes, but whatever. And for those wondering why Nathan has like this weird black blob over the second or the lower half of the screen, it's because I have his character stuff blocked out so that it's a mystery. I literally just went into Photoshop and then like scribbled a right angle and was like, that's fine, and then I just slapped it on there. So that will go away when his character is revealed. People are already saying I'm seeing. Let's scroll through real quick.
Not the Glib.
I'm seeing like 5 or 6 Glibussies already. I mean, when we gave the frog that didn't wear pants, I don't know what else we were expecting. But you know what? Such is D&D and the internet in general. All right, now I was talking to Nathan about this beforehand, and we're not going to say any spoilers. Obviously, no spoilers. But Momo, have you seen Multiverse of Madness yet? We'll kill time with that.
It just came out yesterday. I haven't had a chance.
That's fair.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
I did as well. But as I was telling Nathan, I was after last week debating how scary I wanted to make Polnaros, and then last night, right before this session, I watched Multiverse of Madness. So now I'm in a spooky mood, and we'll see how much of that translates to me making Polnaros just an absolute horror monster for you guys to deal with and for chat to do. And yes, chat, don't worry about spoilers. I'm obviously not gonna say a single thing other than that it's spooky. I see a hype train as well. Thank you to everybody.
Like, I don't do horror well.
Don't worry, I'm not a huge horror guy either. I'm just
I hate horror.
It will be fun, fresh horror, not just the most terrifying. It's not gonna be like gory. I don't want to do that kind of stuff.
Okay, all right.
Nah, it'll be like the same. It'll be sort of like the Uncanny Valley from last episode, like that sort of brand of weirdness.
Okay.
Glibussi. Then the Glib emotus. There we go. Also, Nathan, it seems a lot of people in chat think that you're playing Callisto, which is
I see that.
I'm not going to say anything. I'll let you field that question, but it is really funny that chat is pointing that out. Also, I'm seeing the level 2 hype train. Thank you very much to everyone who's subscribing and sending bits and stuff. I appreciate that very much. I'm on summer break now. I'm done with finals, and this is the stuff that I'm going to be doing full time over the summer. So like that's extra appreciated. Because it really helps me out.
Nathan is mystery man.
Everyone,
you would love that, wouldn't you?
You're mystery man right now. I accidentally forgot to put the blackout on for like the first 20 seconds of the stream, but it's okay. It was just tiny character art. It wasn't anything wild. Where is Nikhil? Oh yeah, I guess we should say. So Nikhil, for those who don't know, he is out this week because he is graduating. I don't know if it's like today or tomorrow, but somewhere around this time. Nikhil is graduating college, so good for him. Everyone, yay for Nikhil. But he's out for this week, and then he will actually be back next week. But we brought Nathan in for that. Nikhil is busy doing something. Yeah, that's true. It just happens to be graduation. All right. Life. So it goes.
I'm so glad I'm done with school, bro.
I'm ready. I got one more semester. one more, and then I'm free.
Were you one of those that had to just get that little extra semester tagged onto the end?
I'm actually graduating a semester early. I had a lot of dual credit from high school, so yeah.
So I'm the dumb one.
A
I had to get that
scholar.
extra semester.
Yeah, I'm technically a junior, and then next semester I'll be a senior, but I only got to do one more semester, and then all my credits are done. And I have to take 3 classes too, so that's fun. It will be a lighter semester.
This is actually my first time on a Twitch stream, period.
Ooh.
I've never done anything like this before.
Ooh,
so
exciting.
I know.
We'll try to make it
I want to
for
get
you.
into streaming myself when I get an actual PC. Right now, this whole laptop sounds like a lawnmower on
I don't
mine.
have a PC either. I am streaming off a MacBook Pro.
Wow.
I'm hoping to get a
And
PC this
you aren't
this
on
summer,
fire?
but yeah, it works surprisingly well. Like I've been streaming. Originally when I started streaming, I streamed off my Xbox because I didn't have a capture card, and that sucks.
wow.
I cannot recommend streaming off the Xbox Twitch platform. It's so bad. You have no control over anything. But then I got a capture card and I started streaming off my computer, which is what I do now. And then I'm hoping to upgrade to a PC again soon. But you don't have to have a PC to stream. You can just wing it, and you've got a million followers almost. You'll get people regardless.
I mean, I know. It's just, I don't want to spread myself too thin. Like, I'm doing music, and then I'm doing other things that I can't even talk about.
Ooh, okay.
But, yeah.
Interesting.
It's exciting.
I hope this doesn't turn you off of streaming, because you've seen how wild it gets.
I've seen I've watched 12 hours of content from this stream, and I've seen it all, the good and the bad.
I told him, I was like, when we started talking about getting him on the show, my first message was something along the lines of like, yeah, go back and watch the old episodes, and if you're interested, you can bring him in, which was my nice way of saying, if these people are too insane for you, no hard feelings about saying no. But he watched, and he was in. And I'm excited about his character. I know exactly who his character is, obviously, and he's going to be an interesting, we were talking about it before, he's going to be a very interesting contrast. Someone said in chat, there'll be less murder. I can't promise that necessarily. But,
I don't know. I mean, I'm a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
So
he's a nice guy. This is also the first time that Nathan and I have actually like talked face to face. Was starting like 10 minutes ago when we called. We've messaged on Instagram a lot, but this is the first time we're like meeting. And I can confirm he seems like a nice guy. We'll see if his character is equally so. All right, let's see if
a lot of people get super shocked. It's actually kind of a problem how much of a nice guy people think I am, because my music, if you haven't heard it, is super like happy and feel good. Like, I don't like making sad songs.
Mm-hmm.
I like making happy songs that make you feel good, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so I do that, and then I also try not to swear. I write a lot of love songs. I try not to use like gendered pronouns. I try to do all that cool stuff, and then they hear me on a live, and I'll go, "What the fuck's going on in the live, bitches?" And they're like, "Who are you? You swear?"
Yeah, I try not to swear on camera either, but like we were talking before, I was doing, but yeah, I feel that. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Let's see if there's any update from Panda. Oh, make that a few extra minutes. Glib's gonna be playing with some road rage. Well,
Valid. That's valid.
We'll have to kill time for a couple more minutes as he gets caught up with something. We'll edit this out of the VOD. Maybe we'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. I'm also gonna try to improve the YouTube uploading time now that I'm off school. I got lots of fun plans for things. Someone said, I hope Nathan's a cleric paladin, and then someone immediately also said horny bard. So apparently those are the two vibes that people are getting from you, Nathan, is a very nice, wholesome cleric paladin, and then immediately horny bard. But you did say you were a musician, so I think you kind of walked into it.
Yeah, I mean, I do kind of walk right into the bard category, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't seen your character card, but I'm really hoping you at least have some healing spells, because I have the healer's feat, but I can't actually help someone if they are dying.
I'm going to take time to look at his character in more detail, because I probably should have done that. I haven't pulled up on the screen. You can't see. You talk, Nathan, while I brief myself.
I believe I do have at least one healing spell, so.
Thank God we are saved.
I am seeing one healing spell.
What? Because like I said, I watched, and I was like, I'm pretty sure these guys can't heal.
That's not. Yeah,
we cannot.
I am seeing a healing spell, so we've got at least something here.
I feel like you might like really throw like a wrench in this whole plan and then actually be a ranger, and we're just like, well, we do need someone that can talk to animals.
We're just wait. Canyon can kind of talk. Well, Canyon's not here, is he? Canyon is stuck in the chaos realm right now.
Stuck in the chaos dimension.
Yep.
SG can't talk to animals, but that does not stop them from trying.
Yeah, that's very true.
SG is a featureless child. Is that correct?
Like I don't think they're a child. I think I'd say SG is probably mid to early 20s.
I've never actually asked your character's
just a
ages.
mannequin.
I don't really know. Because like in theory, Glib is probably like
Glib
19.
is like
Glib
thousands of years old in my mind.
Because Glib got kicked out of what was basically magic college. So if we're saying that my world operates on the same college rules that the real world does, which it's my world, I can make that decision. I do like the image of Glib as just like a really angry, disgruntled teenager. Actually,
yes.
That's very funny.
I don't know why I thought he was like, I don't know, like 40.
No, I know why you thought that. It's because the vibes are there. It's because he's the reasonable one. That's true.
But he was like our son for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what Glib actually remembered. And we're going to do a recap. I know people have been asking for a recap. We'll do that really quick once Panda gets here. Mm-hmm. I'm tempted to make Glib do the recap, like to make it from Glib's perspective, as in like he just blacks out and then we skip to like the end where he's in the chaos realm, basically. But yeah, there's some. I gave some hints. I don't think anyone has talked about this, but in a gaming stream that I did earlier this week, I actually gave like a little cryptic hint as to the origin of Polnaros, and I'm curious if anyone has sort of figured it out. I haven't heard anyone talking about it, but there were some people who said they were going to try to figure it out, so we'll see if anyone has guessed it. So that will be interesting. People are still trying to get. Oh, actually, this is a good question. Holy Cafe asks, how tall is SG? In base
taller
form.
than Glib, shorter than Canyon. So like medium sized.
So we got small, medium, and large, basically, is what the...
Yes, exactly.
How tall is your character, Nathan? I think I can ask that without spoiling anything.
Yeah, I think... How tall is Canyon?
Canyon's like 7 or 8 feet. I don't remember. He's
not
a
big
boy.
My guy is like 6 something. You know, he's a tall guy.
Okay.
He's pretty tall.
So we still have short, medium, and tall without
yes,
Canyon.
The dynamic continues.
The dynamic does continue. I wish we could. How do I nicely say I wish we could start without Panda, but we literally can't because of the way that last episode ended. So we can't start with one player and then one new person. So we're just gonna have to sit here and wait for a bit and hope that Panda arrives at some reasonable time. Though it is also really funny if
someone inquired how tall I am. I would like you to guess.
Oh, like how tall you are personally, Momo. Okay. I've only seen you sitting down. Yeah. So that does... Oh, what's like the...
I'm guessing a cool 5'8".
Okay.
Okay. I'll go... Let's say 5'6".
Okay. Wait, should I just keep the actual answer to myself or actually say it?
You're going to ask us to guess and then not say anything? What the heck? No, you got to tell us now.
I'm 5'2", but I tell everyone I'm 5'5".
Okay.
See, I do the same thing. I'm 5'4". I tell everyone I'm 6'2". And
I'm 6 feet tall, but I'm always sitting down in my videos, and so people get really surprised when they see me in person. Does that mean, no, I think I'm the same height as Panda. I'm not the tallest person in the party.
I can actually say this because the people in chat are mostly your guys' fans, but I never give a straight answer on my height. People ask me what my height is. I think I've always lied. I don't think I've told the truth once on what my height is. Because it's so fun. You know, lying is free.
Yeah. I mean,
lying is free and you can do it whenever you want.
I do it as the DM all the time. People have lied to you a lot in this campaign. It's great.
Yeah, it's really frustrating because I'm just like, you said you weren't alive at that time, whatever your name was, because I don't have my notebook in front of me.
Callisto lied to you.
Speaking of notes, you guys should make sure I got my notes right.
Oh yeah.
I have a few people down here.
Okay.
I got Raelius
Yep.
as the leader of the Chaos faction.
True. Correct.
Yes.
I got Minerva as the leader of the Order faction.
Correct.
Yes.
I have Mystery Man / Callisto as the founder of Symmetry.
Correct.
Yes.
The big
And then
reveal.
I have Polnaris as Chaos Guy.
Yes.
That's
That's
true.
pretty much all you know about him right now.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We're gonna hopefully by next session we'll actually have more art of like Raelius and Minerva and all those characters, because I have art for Nathan's new guy. But we'll be getting more soon, and that means like more Twitch emotes and more fun things.
Yee.
Someone said I was high-key excited when I heard Nathan was joining more people I follow in one place. That's actually I wonder how much our audiences overlap, Nathan.
It's true.
Because
My spam account, our audience probably overlaps a lot, because my spam account has turned into a massive D&D fest.
Okay.
But my main account, it would be interesting to see, because I don't really show my nerd side on the music page. I just do music. And so it would be very interesting to see.
Yeah.
But spam account, probably pretty heavily. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I imagine. I wish there was like some way to see like how many followers were like shared. Dude, when I went to the theater last night to see Doctor Strange 2, and this is not spoilers or anything, it's not even related to the movie. I walked in, I got to my seat, and I looked up, and literally the first thing that I saw on the screen was just giant video of Straw Hat Goofy doing his Thor promo. And I did a double take. I was like, how is one of my mutuals like on this Cinemark screen? I was like, this is such a weird experience. But good for him. Like, that's wild that he gets to do that. I'm jealous. For those who don't know, he's doing some promo stuff for Thor: Love and Thunder, right? Yeah, he's doing some Cinemark promo for them, which is awesome. I'm very jealous. All right.
Thank you, In Domino. I'm glad you like the new song. And Roboduck, I am in fact a kaiju. You are correct.
I need to go through and listen to more of your music, because I went through. I've been super busy with finals, but when I heard that you were joining, when we got that set up, I did go through and I listened to some, because I figured I should be somewhat prepared, and it's good. I like it. I'll listen to more later when I have more time. But from what I have heard, it is good. I don't remember the.
You are not required to like it. I have found over my TikTok escapades that you either, particularly my voice is a hot topic. You either love my whiny vocal, or it makes you want to punch a baby. Like, you can't stand it. So there's really no in between.
I like higher voices and stuff, because like one of my favorite singers is Poppy, who I'm sure you've at least heard of.
Yes.
So it's like I like the higher vote. I think that makes stuff interesting. So obviously your stuff is not very similar to Poppy, but like you get the comparison.
No, but
I think.
I get the idea.
Yeah.
If you do end up playing a bard, because I haven't looked at your character sheet, I would like to see if you've written any of your own spells.
That would be really funny if that is the case.
Them.
That,
I will say, not answering the class question, like, I have not heard any info about whether Nathan has written any spells or anything like that. I have not heard anything about that. Whether he is a bard or not, the information has not come to me, so I will be just as surprised if that happens. That's how I'll say that.
I mean, at the same time, I don't want to completely break Matt's game.
Everyone else does, Nathan. It's not like you'd be the first.
It's okay.
I feel your pain, Matt.
I broke it episode 2.
Yeah. People are asking, does Momo know anything about Nathan's character? No, I am the only one who has any information about Nathan's character. No, nobody knows. I have not told anybody else. And
I might accidentally end up punching him in the face. I don't know.
Maybe it won't be an accident. Who knows at all?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Raspberry, hello. Let's see what chat is saying. Oh, people are talking about your favorite songs of yours, Nathan.
Yes.
People are still saying Callisto is Raelius' father, which he denies. That'll be an interesting. I'm sure that'll come to be a point at some point, but we'll find out. It's really funny to me as someone who knows things that you don't, but I'm not going to say anything yet. Remember?
You know what? It'd be really funny if my complete joke was correct.
I'm not gonna say anything at all I know there are people who genuinely believe it. I know people actually think that your conspiracy theory that you made up is true. So that's all I'll say right
believes
now.
it.
SG fully believes it. That's good to know.
That's all that matters.
That is good to know. Panda, bud, where you at? I know it's not your fault, but man, we're gonna have to go late. Or speedrun this.
Hyperdrive, SG and Jared are not the best duo because Jared is never there whenever I try to break that crystal.
You guys are relying. I gave you a genie that can like teleport between dimensions and do all sorts of stuff, and you're wanting him to be there like every time. It's been like 2 days since you got Jared. Like it has not been. It feels like a long time since it's been like a month, but it's been like 2 days.
Yeah.
It has not been long.
Working him to the bone.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna work him to the bone until he's just like, I need to leave, and I'm like, no, you can't leave. If you're gonna leave, make me your patron, and then you can leave. And then he won't be able to leave because he won't do it.
Technically, he did actually appear in the Chaos Realm, but then Polnareff kind of just said no.
That's true.
Have we all seen the Moon Knight finale? No spoilers, of course.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it at 2 a.m. when it came out.
What would you rate it as for a finale?
Okay, so if we're comparing it contextually to the other MCU Disney Plus finales, like 10,
Yes.
just because it's so much better than all the others. On its own, I would say probably like an 8-ish, but like comparatively, and again, whenever I talk about Moon Knight, I have to say this: I'm super biased because Moon Knight has been my favorite superhero since I was like 12. Can you see my Moon Knight stuff? It's kind of in the inner corner, but there's a bunch of Moon Knight figures. But like, I loved it. What did you guys think?
I mean, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but when it ended, I wanted more, and I was annoyed that I didn't have more.
I can say this, and this is not a spoiler: a season 2 is almost confirmed. Not because of anything that like happened in universe or anything, but for those who don't know, in something, I don't remember where, but in some back end thing, episode 6 was originally referred to as a series finale, and like the week before, all of the info changed, and they called, like, Disney officially called it a season finale. And so the fact that they changed it very much implies that they're going to be doing future seasons.
Yeah.
Panda said he'll be here.
As of right now, I think it's still like it's still listed as a mini series. So until they change that, I'm just like, okay, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, we'll get something. All right, Panda said he's gonna be like 5 or 10 more minutes. I'm trying to think if there's some some game or something that we can do to kill time. As I think, Nathan, you said you bought like 8 dice sets, right? I told you I was gonna make you show them off. So that's what we're doing. Show off your dice sets, Nathan.
Okay. I also got an organizer for all the dice that I bought because I knew I was gonna buy a bunch.
I just have this bag.
All right, I'm just gonna show off the D20s so I don't have to take everything out of my little box here.
Yeah.
So I am absolutely the kind of person who likes to get different dice for different campaigns. And so I just finished season 1 effectively of a campaign that I was DMing that was kind of like dystopian sci-fi, but like mixed with fantasy. Like if we had if a fantasy context setting, if a fantasy setting suddenly had like a sci-fi explosion, that would be kind of what happened. Like and so I got these cool little metal dice with blue lining.
I like those.
And then I got little space dice here as well.
Sweet.
And then I've had those for a while. Obviously I have the poop red dice that you get from Target, but those aren't worth showing off.
I guess I have a question for Nathan.
Yeah.
Have you not played in any actual play stuff, but have you consumed any actual play media?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, okay. I will say I have not watched Critical Role.
I haven't either. It's so long.
It's so long. But I've watched almost all of Dimension 20 stuff.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And I obviously
What's your favorite?
Which is my favorite? I mean, the most recent season.
Okay.
The most recent season that has one episode
really
left. Oh my gosh, it's because it's sci-fi. I'm a sucker for sci-fi. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Are you excited for Spelljammer, the new Spelljammer stuff?
Bruh.
Dude,
yes.
I fully, for those who don't know what Spelljammer is, it is basically sci-fi Dungeons and Dragons, but like it's actually like it literally is sci-fi D&D. Yeah, it's official. It's put out by Wizards of the Coast. Like it is an actual sci-fi D&D thing. They're releasing 3 books for it in August, 3 new ones. I am definitely at least going to do like a one-shot or depending on how Symmetry goes, a full campaign. I'm definitely going to do some streamed Spelljammer thing because I'm so excited for sci-fi D&D. It's very much my thing.
D&Dorks campaign 2 Spelljammer.
I'd be down for it. And then
I mean, to have actual source material for all that stuff, because before, if you wanted to do it, you could either rock with like the unofficial Star Wars D&D book, or you could just homebrew everything if you really wanted to. But having official, like, it's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so much easier.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna watch Spelljammer episode 2 after we finish this.
Nice. And then there's the Marvel TTRPG as well. I know some people in my Discord. I don't remember. I think this might have been this was in Nikhil's Discord. We might do some sort of one-shot stream of playing the Marvel TTRPG. Nathan and Mo, have you guys heard about that? Do you know about that?
I've
heard it in passing, but I haven't looked into it.
I have the playtest book here. So the full thing hasn't come out yet. I don't know if we actually have like a release date on the full thing, but they released like this little, very, very tiny, but like this little playtest book that has just like the basic rules for people to give feedback on, and it's enough to play. Like it is enough that you can do. There's like a little Hydra campaign in the back that's already set up, and you can like play as existing characters or make your own characters and everything. Obviously this is like made for me to DM, since in theory I will be able to spout out any knowledge about whatever area of the Marvel universe the players want to go to. So I'm definitely going to be rocking with this at some point. Oh, Danny in chat said she's DMing a campaign next week. You'll have to tell me how that goes, Danny, because I haven't actually had a chance to play yet. So I'm very curious to see if the rule set is weird. But it uses its own dice too, like a special dice system where you use 3d6s instead of everything else, and like the criticals are on like combos. Like there's a distinct middle. Basically, it's like if you roll a 6 and then a 1 and then a 6, which is a 616 reference. There's Panda. It's like a super crap. Panda's here.
Jesus fucking Christ, that was brutal.
What were you doing? If you can say.
Yeah, no, I was returned. All right, so I recently got an iPhone, right? And the only way I was able to afford it is I had to trade in my old phone. Well, I needed to send in the stuff, but the dumbass at the counter didn't give me my paperwork, which I didn't find out until going to both my P.O. box and my postal service, which was like 5 minutes before this shit was supposed to start.
Fun. Wow. Well,
long and short of it is I'm going to fight the entire company of T-Mobile at some point.
That sounds fun. I'll join that.
Glib is running off of like an hour of road rage at this point, so we're going to
be very funny for what this session is.
It's going to be so funny.
T-Mobile, more like
what did I miss?
Mobile.
You didn't miss anything. We were waiting for you to start. Also, say hi to Nathan and thank you, Panda, for connecting us because he's here.
Yeah, we've talked in the DMs, but never in person.
Yes. All right, now that everybody's here, we should probably jump right in because it's been half an hour. Again, not your fault, Panda. I'll join you in fighting T-Mobile. But does it? I guess really. Do either? Nathan can't really do it, but Momo or Panda, one of you guys want to give the recap? I mean,
I can give the recap
right.
if
Momo's
Panda wants to like calm down.
I'm still running
high. All right,
high.
Momo's turn to get the recap going. As I try to center everybody's faces on screen at once. There we go.
So recap, episode 4. We open with a talk in Aurelius. We find out that, actually, let me go back. Glib speaks to the Kraken, finds out that even the Kraken doesn't even know who Polnareos is. We go to a club. SG orders drinks for the whole place on Aurelius's tab.
Yep.
Glib gets super drunk, passes out, might have vomited a bunch of blood. SG finds out something about her past. Canyon is covered in blood from Glib's vomit.
This was a weird session.
We had to walk home with our drunk friend Glib, and we had to disguise him as a baby and walk home.
I forgot about that.
Disguise him as a baby. And you almost blew our cover twice.
Vomited blood.
2 different agents.
Mm-hmm.
I do like causing trouble.
Yeah, and then we had a mini fantasy photo shoot, full 80s style, I guess, prom shoot with our baby Glib, like covered in blood. next morning, we ended up having to go back to whatchamacallit, Raelius's temple, and we not Panda, Glib had the fantastic idea to disguise SG as Minerva and fool all of the Order troops.
And somehow it worked.
It somehow worked, except that for that one dude that did end up dying and gave us quite the fight. We got to the Chaos Realm. Glib tells Canyon to... What did he do? He had to like touch some glowing orb thingy.
Yeah, that wasn't really a plot point. There were just random things that can happen in the Chaos Realm, and there was this magic orb of fire that you guys decided to touch for some reason, and it hurt a lot.
Yeah. So now Canyon is against.
I knew Canyon would
Glib
touch it.
says.
That's the only reason that I told him to touch it.
And you were right. He did.
Yeah, and then he did, and then we got to the Uncanny Valley. And met Polnaros SG for the second time in the flesh, everyone else for the first time. And he was really, really creepy. But he seemed like an okay enough dude that we convinced him that he should leave this place in a human form, and specifically in Raelius's armor. As we were escaping because Callisto came to ruin all of the fun, Canyon fell to his maybe death, along with Raelius, but SG doesn't care about that because Raelius sucks.
And screw Canyon as well, I guess.
No, SG's really sad about her friend Canyon, but they will go back for him. Now SG, at the end, SG and Glib were sad about losing their friend, but they were just like, you know what? We can help this really nice guy, Polnaros, until he exploded a rat for literally no reason. And we realized, oh my gosh, we fucked up really bad. The end.
Yes, that was a good and thorough recap, and we're gonna pick up pretty much right where we left off, which was you guys having just returned from the Chaos Realm, are in the alley, and you guys, of course, referring to only SG and Glib, as Canyon is graduating college. But you guys are standing in the alleyway outside of Raelius's club. Polnaros, seemingly not very happy with your wanting to restrict his weird monstrosity actions, has vanished. And that very open-ended and kind of vague ending on purpose is where we're going to pick back up. So, SG and Glib, you guys are in the alley and the Eldritch monster is gone. What you doing?
Glib, I think we have made a big error.
Did him saying that he wanted to change the world in his image, was that the thing that cued you off to that, or was that flying off into a cloud of smoke?
I think it was the first part. The first part for sure.
Okay, good to know.
What do we do? You have the good ideas. I don't know. I mean, we can take over the Chaos Order because Raelius is maybe dead.
Shit, he is, isn't he?
Yep,
yeah.
He's gone.
Wait, nobody knows that, right?
Nobody knows that.
Okay.
Oh, I can just pretend to be Raelius.
Exactly.
And take over.
So we can have some influence as to where we go from here, and I don't know. I feel like we need to stop the demon we just released. I don't know if anyone needs to know we just released him on purpose.
Yes. No one needs to know that. That can be a secret.
Right. We can hold on to that. Of course.
Yes.
I think it might be easier to fight a demon with an order of chaos fighters, or whatever the hell they call themselves.
That's true. They probably have more of that, like, fantasy armor thingy.
Do you have any idea how Raelius speaks? Do you think you'd be able to copy that at all?
I mean, wait, how does he speak again? He just talks normal.
Yeah,
like
I don't do an accent for him. He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
Yeah, I can do his accent very convincingly.
Okay. I mean, we've done worse things, like releasing a demon. So I mean, I think taking over half of an order isn't that too out of the question. And that's probably our best bet to get back to the Chaos Realm, considering.
I do think so. Do you think we should call off, like, kind of try to put the Semestrus agents back together, the Order and the Chaos? Because I don't think we can defeat Polnaros with just one faction.
The one side has done nothing but try and kill us so far. How much faith you got in them being reasonable?
I mean, if there was hypothetically a crazy monster that escaped that could possibly change everyone, Order or Chaos, I think that, enemy of enemy is friend.
Okay. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. We should at least form a truce. I don't know about forming them back together.
Definitely truce. Definitely.
I'm gonna point out something as the DM for a second. The Order faction has never actually tried to kill you, notably.
That is true.
Minerva was kind of displeased with you, but then Raelius swept it. They've never actively tried to harm you. Raelius told you that they didn't like you, but that's all.
That's actually really.
So
fair.
what do we do? Okay.
All right. We should at least we have a level of influence in the Chaos Order right now, just because you can impersonate that leader we killed. So we could possibly form a truce with them and try and stop the demon we just released to figure out where the fuck he went, right?
I suppose so.
Okay. All right. It number one on the docket is find out where the fuck Polnaros went.
I mean, he can't have gone far. What is that, like a gas form? He must move like 10 feet per minute.
He is also a god. He is also like a demon god. We did see him transform from like an entire island into a guy in like 5 seconds.
I mean, that's true. Most people must have seen him.
Yeah.
He's still wearing Raelius's armor, so
Chaos Agents gotta have like spies.
They got to have.
Right?
Yeah, he must have like some kind of GPS on that, right? Must know where the thing is at all time.
Or at the very least, some guys on the street that know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's go inside and try and convince these guys that we are that everyone else other than me and Raelius died, or is gone.
Yes.
And then we can work from there. This is a great plan. I see no possible downsides of this ever coming around.
Oh, same here. I think this is actually quite foolproof, considering all of our other plans have turned out really bad.
Yeah, they've worked just spectacularly so far. All right. Yeah, let's work with it. All right.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So we're gonna head inside.
All right. Before you reach for the door, Glib, I'm gonna need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Our party is famously we all use like intelligence as our dump stats. So.
Yep. You do tend to do that.
Okay. All right, no, I'm good. Okay, I was going through my character sheet because I needed to level up and I didn't, and I showed up super late. Okay, intelligence saving throw, right?
Intelligence saving throw.
Please.
I got a 12.
Oh.
A 12. Okay, so Glib, all of a sudden you realize something, and you realize that something is definitely up with SG. She is definitely some sort of enemy or monster or something that wants to harm you.
What the fuck?
Definitely that something is not right here.
I'm in danger.
Yes, you are actively in danger. You don't know if it's like a manipulation of Polnaros or something, but like something's up and she's going to harm you.
All right, can I tell if it's immediate or not?
Yeah. I mean, an enemy.
Does it feel like I am am I standing there staring at the door and it feels like someone is swinging on the back of my head right now?
I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily that. Like, just enemy. I guess
my spider sense is going off.
Yeah, your spider sense is going off real bad.
Oh no.
Okay. I stop fuck. Do I have anything that lets me? No, SG is the thing that lets you read people's fucking thoughts.
Yep.
Shit.
Glib, is something the matter? It's taking you so long to open the door. Is it locked?
No. I just. I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
All right, go right ahead, Momo.
Make
Whatever saving throw is needed for that.
It's a 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. All right. That is a nat 1.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
I froze the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You stopped breathing.
Yeah. Yeah, so technically I think you the way that spell works is like every couple of seconds you get a saving throw to sort of like try to break out of it. We're going to say that you've failed the next couple automatically off that nat 1. So you're frozen for a bit, SG.
Okay.
Glib, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Can you talk? Oh, well, telepathically.
Can't you?
You can talk telepathically. That would work.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm getting a really bad vibe from you right now, and I need to know why.
Is it because I'm wearing tailored pants? I mean, like, I can just shift forms and then I can get you your own pants. This is ridiculous.
Fun. Okay. I have protection against good and evil. Is there any way that would, like, I can cast that on somebody and dispel any, like, spell they would be under or something?
Let me look at the I don't think that would work. Let me look at the specifics of your spell real quick. Let me pull up your sheet. I don't think yeah, let me check that. Protection from good and evil. Can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by evil creatures. Yeah, I think that would work. She has to be willing though. So I would give some,
Indication.
Indication, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something.
Okay, so I know we just got back from the Chaos Realm. I know this is the second time you've interacted with the demon god we're dealing with right now. I need to detect it. I need to dispel anything from you that could be possessing you. I don't know why I'm getting a bad vibe, but I'm getting a really fucking bad vibe right now.
I mean, yes, go ahead. I mean you no
All right.
harm. We've been traveling together for 2 days.
All right, I'm gonna cast protection against good and evil.
Now I will note one thing. Let me double check this. Now, hold person and protection from good and evil are both concentration spells, which means you can only have one of them active at once.
Okay.
So upon your casting of protection from good and evil, she is immediately unfrozen.
All right.
So that's something. But
I'm gonna trust in it because anything I'm assuming.
Your bad vibe does not go away or alter in any sense.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Charm Person, so he can't try to hurt me again.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
I
go
didn't
ahead.
try and hurt you. I just tried to keep you still so you didn't hurt me.
I'm not going to hurt you, but I am going to put something on you so you can't hurt me because that was really fucking weird and uncalled for, okay? So, Charm Person, that is a Wisdom saving throw. I think my spell DC is 15 now?
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. All right. Can you can read like the vibes of people, right? Like that's one of the things you can do is like detect their foremost thought, right?
Yes, but I
It's a
can't
spell,
read
yeah.
my own thoughts. That's
Right.
just
No.
called
I
thinking.
don't need you to read your own thoughts. I need you to read what I'm reading off of you, so you can see what's going on.
This is complicated. I like it.
Can I do that?
I mean,
Because
Deception levels.
I need you to know what's
Okay,
going on in my
first
head
off,
so that you can understand.
Momo, are you casting Charm Person right now first? Is that
Hold on, let me double check if this.
because the order of
yeah.
the order of operations is going to matter here. Okay, so cast your spell first.
I think I did Charm Person.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So then
and
Glib,
it's not a concentration
do
spell.
your wisdom save then Panda.
Okay. Wisdom save. 6.
Okay, so you're charmed.
Yes,
I'm
so
charmed.
yes, so you are charmed. At this point, now these spells have like verbal and somatic. Most spells, so some commotion has been caused in this alleyway, and after a moment of you casting spells on each other, a figure appears at the one end of the alleyway. Nathan, go ahead and introduce your character.
Oh no.
My character walks out of the alleyway. He is tall, lanky. He's kind of dressed like you would think he maybe is like a businessman or a politician.
Oh.
He's got a fantastic mustache and an almost permanent smile. But he's hearing all the commotion and he runs out and he still has that weird smile, but is very obviously concerned. And he runs out and he goes, "Whoa, y'all! Whoa! What's all the commotion out here?"
Like,
And he
it's
runs
nothing.
towards you.
It's nothing concerning you. It's just my friend and I are having a creative discussion.
Creative discussion, my butt. Listen, my name's Mr. Goodbid. Pleasure to meet you. Because I always be doing good business. Don't forget it, darling. Now, listen, I don't want people tussling around in my street. What are y'all doing?
It's hard to explain. Gentlemen as yourself might not understand the complexities of frog relation. Okay?
The complexities of frog relations feels like an episode title option.
Alright, also, I'm charmed right now. Can I say anything? Am I just locked?
This is basically what has happened here is that you regard SG as a friendly acquaintance. Essentially what it has done is it has basically just sort of undone whatever happened before. Any bad vibes have been replaced with... Given that the spell literally says friendly acquaintance, I'm kind of assuming that it's just back to normal.
Okay,
Well,
so just
under the
all of a
effect,
sudden,
at least.
Yes.
as soon as she charmed me, it's just like it just put a solve on it, and I'm just like,
Basically,
okay,
Basically, yes.
I mean, for an hour.
Basically, yes.
all right, okay. So I'm gonna look at it's good bid, right?
Yes, sir,
Okay.
Mr. Goodbid.
Don't worry about it, man. We're fine. It's just stuff. We're figuring it out. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Also, what do you mean your alleyway? You own this establishment?
Well, yeah, I own the store right here.
Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that.
Listen,
I thought we knew the guy
and
that owned this place.
He's gonna put his hands on both their shoulders. He's like, I think we should all just try to get along. And cast Thunderwave as a 3rd level spell.
What?
Whoa! Hey!
Oh, I love this intro we set up, Nathan. It works so well.
What the fuck?
All right, so it's gonna be a, where's Thunderwave? A Constitution saving throw, DC 14,
Okay.
and it'll be
got it.
4d8 damage.
Please.
If you succeed, you take half of that. If you fail, you get pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh,
As
I
well
saw
as
that
taking
roll
full
come in,
damage.
Panda.
I got a fucking.
That was a 17.
What?
Okay, sweet.
So,
I'll roll these.
how much damage?
Damn, that is not that good of a roll.
Well, maybe that's good for the other party members.
2, 4, 7. That is 15 damage if you're taking full damage.
What?
Wait.
So
wait.
this mysterious businessman just walks up to you in an alley, puts his hands on both your shoulders, and boom!
Okay, so that's minus 15 if you
15.
pass.
No, 15 damage for full damage, half damage if you succeed. And so wait, Glib failed.
Glib is
I
taking
failed.
15. Momo, you would be taking, I
So
believe, 7.
Glib also gets pushed back 10 feet,
Okay.
but SG does not.
Okay. Damn.
Okay, I'm going into fucking attack mode.
I am as well.
I did get a combat set up for this, so if you guys want to make it a combat, we can. But
This
I'll give you a chance to
motherfucker
talk
rolled
first.
out of nowhere and hit us.
Yeah.
Of course I want to make it a combat.
I figured. Let's Let me start porting your
This
characters in.
Monopoly-looking motherfucker just rolled up out of nowhere and blew me across an alley.
there.
I'm killing that.
You're 10 feet back, and Mr. Good. Oh, you're really small. Oh well, I'll fix it. Okay.
Sent that frog flying.
Yes. So
Okay.
we will get this ready to go.
Most things that have touched me have
Oh.
not lived afterwards.
Nathan, I
That-
just
no.
messaged you a Roll20 link on Instagram, so you can join that whenever you're ready. You guys feel
Okay,
free
give me
to talk as I get this set up, because I wasn't sure exactly what combat mats we need, so I didn't set up every one of them.
This is about to
Man,
rock your
look at
shit.
that.
Oh
Alright.
man.
You rolled up on the one motherfucker who's having a bad goddamn
Yeah.
day and went,
Dude, I was
I'm gonna lay
trying
your
not to
shit
laugh
out.
when you said Glib was coming in with road rage, because I knew what was going to happen 10 minutes after the session started, and it was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
funny.
But like we already knew.
All right.
Oh, I gotta create an account.
Oh, do you? I just thought you could. Okay, well, hopefully that won't take too long.
No,
Let
it
me
should
get
be
the.
alright.
I think I'm still on the old screen.
You are, yes. I haven't changed the screen over yet. I am going to
Here we
do
go.
that
Oh.
right now.
Let me get my mouse ready.
Yeah. Starting off with a fight this time. We shouldn't have a big.
Kicking
big
it off,
there.
coming out swinging.
Oop, there we go. Now we can actually see the battle map. This is I think this is technically supposed to be a castle wall map, but it works as an alleyway, so I'm using it as one.
Okay, so I'm here. Do I click launch game?
Yes, quick launch game. And you should come up. I don't know if you have the stream pulled up, but you should come up to a screen similar to what you're seeing right now. And I know Mr. Goodbid's mini doesn't have a lot of color contrast, which I'm going to fix. I had to make it kind of quickly, but he's right there. You should be able to see him. He's right above SG.
yep.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
Before we get into a full-blown battle. Oh,
Okay,
know,
so
I don't
say
think
it
it's gonna. I am going to make an. Can I make an intimidation?
Yes, real quick though,
Attempt?
since I'm gonna need to set this up anyway. Hold on. Let me.
I would also like to do that because I
That's
want
the player version.
what happens when I get possessed by my elder god to happen, where
Okay.
everything gets dark and my eyes start to glow.
Really quick,
Because
Nathan,
I'm pissed.
select the little mini of Goodbid and hit your arrow keys.
It won't let me
There
select.
we go. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you could move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a way for me to move around the map, like just like my view? I can zoom in and zoom out.
The Roll20 interface is really weird. If you scroll up to this menu that you see in the top left, there's a select and move. Hover over that, and it'll bring you to pan view.
Ah, pan
Also,
view.
you can just-
Excellent.
You can also just right click. If you hold right click,
Oh,
you
okay.
can move
There's
around.
Sick.
once you get used to Roll20's thing, it's less bad, but it is definitely weird for the start. Let me zoom in the player view in so you can see what's happening. We can zoom out as needed. All right, now that is all set up. Everyone can move. Just so you know, Nathan, this is the system we'll be using, so I just wanted to test it out. Now you may talk and
Yes.
get everything ready.
Yeah. So I think
Okay.
I won't
Both
do
me
intimidation
and
first.
SG are doing intimidations.
All right, make your
Are we-
rolls.
Are we
Okay.
in combat right now, or are we just?
We're about to be.
Yeah, I'll when it's fully in combat, I'll have you roll initiative. I just wanted to
Okay.
set the map up because that would give you a good intro to how our Roll20 sets up. It was a good time to
Got
do
it.
All right. Intimidation.
I got a 12.
Twelve's not
12 as well.
too
God
bad.
damn it.
Okay, so double 12s.
Yeah.
Let's see what you get, Nathan. Roll your.
Am I also rolling
I mean,
intimidation?
you're rolling whatever you're like. I forget what you. I guess intimidation or whatever you. I forget.
Can
what
I
you roll against it.
persuade them to die? Is that possible? Or persuade them to
fucking
give
purple
up?
I would say you could roll. I think you could roll. What is against intimidation? You could roll intimidation against intimidation. I think you could also roll like insight against it. Whatever's better.
I would love to roll intimidation against their
All right,
intimidation.
go ahead.
Oh,
Go
please.
right ahead. I don't know what your stat even is. Let me look while I'm.
That is a 16.
Okay,
God damn it.
that's. So since I want to describe what happened, everybody, in that little scene, Momo and Jay, what were you trying to do? And then we'll have Nathan's reactions.
So I know for a fact what happens when I get mad.
That's
is
why I wanted you to describe it.
Yeah. the room gets dark, my eyes start to glow, and you start to hear the chantings of an elder god. So, I don't know how the fuck that didn't fuck with you, but...
Goodbid's seen some stuff, I guess.
Yeah, so Goodbid sees hell seeping out from the pores of Glib and just goes, "Oh, we got a feisty one. This should be fun."
I am going to
hate
rip your
this
throat
guy.
out through your asshole!
Oh, this is gonna. All right, so I guess we're rolling initiative. Everybody, roll your initiative. Let's get that.
What is that? Dex?
Just flat dex. Flat dex roll.
Dex.
Let me get your initiative counts up here.
Okay, that's a 21.
Fucking 20.
Oh, he is
I also got a nat 20, Glib.
So who has the higher dex bonus? That's who takes it.
I get 23.
I have a +9 to initiative.
What? You have a
so that
plus
is a
9?
29.
How is that
What
even
the holy
possible?
fuck, how?
How is that possible?
I have the alert feat.
We'll
Mr. Goodbid's
Son of a
always on his
bitch.
toes.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right, I'm putting in your turns into roll 20 right.
I ain't get this far in the bid on my strength, I can tell you that.
We haven't had a fight for a while. I had to give you guys something. All right, so everybody, so Goodbid, you're at really like a 49. Is what I'm seeing. Glib, you're at, I'm just gonna say 40. That numbers don't really matter. And then what did you get? It doesn't matter. It's just the three of you. I'm just gonna put you at a 10. All right.
The chat is killing me.
Okay, so Goodbid, you technically do get the first strike here.
That is incredible.
Oh, and someone also said Momo does have advantage on her next attack roll because of that thing that happened like 2 weeks ago.
That is true. I forgot. I do have advantage.
So
sessions ago.
Yep.
Holy shit.
wow, I remember that. Okay,
Yeah.
noted. I mean, Mr. Goodbid wouldn't
Yeah.
know that, but I do. Matt, do I still have Blade Ward on me?
How long does Blade Ward last? I would imagine.
It says it lasts around, like, till the end of my. I do it on a round, and then it's to the end of the next round.
Until the end.
I guess I don't
like,
know.
That would be like 12 seconds, basically. So I would assume. Let's give it to you. Let's give it. Since you got a nat 20 on initiative, didn't you? Then
I did,
we'll give it
yes.
to you as your nat 20 bonus.
Sick. So for this turn, I still have Blade
You do
Ward.
still have Blade Ward.
If I move away, okay. Next question: how big is a? Let me check my spell list here real quick.
Are you trying to fucking bomb and run?
How big is a 10-foot radius?
Oh, okay. So there's a tool that you can use on Roll20. I'll do it on the Twitch screen. So there's in that menu, the fourth one down is like a little ruler.
Yes.
Now I will say the grid on this map is not perfectly aligned. Not all. This is a long map that I kind of had to squeeze in. I'll be fixing that later.
Right.
But draw from your character and like kind of click on your character and sort of drag out with that ruler tool, and it will give you a little movement radius. I'm doing it on the Twitch. Are you seeing?
Yes,
So
I
there
see
you go.
that.
That's your 10-foot thing, and you can put
10-foot radius is 20 foot wide, right?
10-foot radius would be a 20-foot. Yeah. So if you were from
okay.
it's actually like it's from the left wall. It's basically the whole alleyway. Actually, you're basically covering the whole alleyway.
If I move away from SG, will she get an attack of opportunity on me?
I would say yes, because I would say yes.
Okay. That's why we got Blade Ward.
Yep.
I'm gonna move away from probably a decent amount. Probably what's my movement? 30, 5, 10, 15. Yes, probably like over there.
Zoom out. All right. Now, SG, you do get an attack of opportunity off that.
Okay. All right. And what does Blade Ward do specifically?
I would say don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
Okay, yeah, hey.
Don't tell her.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You.
All right. I mean, I don't. Let me see.
You don't even know that he
Okay.
has it on.
I don't
with,
know that he
with
has
advantage.
that. You're totally
Yes,
right.
with advantage.
With advantage. Cool.
With advantage.
Because
Okay.
of Jared from 2 weeks ago.
All right. So let's say hypothetically, I were to cast Suggestion as a 3rd level spell. Could I do that?
Can you use attack of opportunities for that? I don't actually know.
I think attack of opportunities are reactions.
Okay.
Yeah.
so-
Let me see.
some spells can be cast as reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe it is a reaction. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I don't think
you
I have anything
It
specifically.
you can use your reaction to make one melee attack against the provoking creature. So no, you cannot use
okay.
you cannot use spells as again.
Okay.
I think it's one of those things where like Nathan, like it's unless otherwise stated. Like there are some things that you can use as reaction, but unless otherwise stated, no, it's melee attacks.
All right. So melee is just like literally weapons.
And then there are some like I would say melee range, so you can use like a close range spell if you want, and there are some spells that like affect swords and stuff.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I have any of those.
Just try to punch him.
Like, let's see.
You don't have to do it, Momo. You're not forced to make an opportunity attack. Yeah, okay.
I want
So range spell attack, does that count?
Since you're casting it at melee rate, we'll say sure because I'm not sure on the rules, so I'll give it to you.
All right. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife as a 2nd level spell. Let's see. Ooh, do I hit?
With advantage, remember. Then we can
With
stop.
advantage. What was that? That was a 12 the first roll. The second roll is. That's a 24.
That one probably hits. I don't remember exactly what Blade Ward does, but
What kind of damage is that?
That is piercing damage.
Okay, so I have resistance against piercing while I have
okay.
Blade Ward.
So for Panda, for note, resistance is just half damage.
Wait, did I say that was a second or third level I was
You
casting?
said second, I believe.
Second. Okay, perfect. That damage is that's only 8 damage.
Well, it's only 4 then. That's
So half
4.
the 4.
So yeah.
Excellent.
I still hit him though.
You did still
I
hit
hit
him. And it does explode, right? The knife explodes?
That's right. It does
Yes.
explode. Let's see. How much damage do you take? Let's see. Okay, so that's 2d6.
And is that is
Okay.
that cold damage? I wouldn't be surprised if the
Yeah,
okay, so
2d6
this
cold
there's
damage.
no resistance on.
Oh, damn.
Ice knife's a good
Mr.
spell.
Goodbeard did not put this in his plan.
Ice knife's a good
2d6
spell.
cold damage. Going down, motherfucker. That's a 5 extra damage on top of that. So
Okay.
9 damage total.
9
Okay.
damage. Now someone did say plus AoE. Does this spell? I'm assuming it also hits. If it explodes, it's also hitting you if you're casting it at melee range, right? Right, Momo?
I want to
I
say
was
no to
originally
that
right-
because I don't know.
I don't actually know either.
I don't
again,
think it hits
since-
me. I
yeah.
think it hits my target.
Since I don't know, again, let's assume. Well, here, let me look at the thing.
It just says the target and each creature within 5
It does
feet.
say and
I mean,
each within
with
5
an
feet.
opportunity attack, I would have been right there.
Yeah. So okay, you can make a dex save for it. And
Okay, I
actually,
do.
you can make a dex save for it as well, Nathan.
Let's see.
For the
Oh, let's go.
for the explosion, you can both make dex saves against that.
Okay, I passed 16.
Okay.
I also got 16.
Okay, so that ignore
Alright.
that extra damage from the explosion. You both dodge your way out of that.
Oh, right. All right, next. So I guess it's not. Oh, it still wasn't even my turn.
No, it's,
Yeah,
it's
that was
still
Glib's
good
turn.
bit. That was your reaction.
So,
Oh, that was. Oh,
That was
okay.
yeah,
Never mind.
Good bit is still in control right now.
so I dip back down the road and go, "Ooh, you're a quick one. Take this!" Bah! And shoot little finger guns. And I believe both of these two are within a 20-foot circle
Of each other, yes.
of each other. So
Close,
somewhere
but
in the
yes.
center of that, I will be casting Shatter,
Ooh. Oh, you got some
Um,
fancy spells.
which is a sudden, loud, ringing noise that is painfully intense. It's a Constitution save. DC 14.
All right, Con's pretty good. Con's pretty good. Come on. DC what? 14?
14, yeah.
All right. 14. Does that meets it beats it, right?
Meets it, beats
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually important.
I got
Because I
17.
don't know exactly what SG is, but a creature made of inorganic material, such as stone, crystal, or metal, has disadvantage.
She's organic.
No.
She's organic.
I'm organic.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to
Yeah.
check. I had to
she
check.
is organic.
Succeeding, it does half damage. So, let's see what we got. 3d8.
Woo!
I like those rolls.
How the hell do you get 3d8 spells?
17.
You're
Damage.
kidding.
Oh man.
That's the half.
That's half.
No, that's the full. That's the full. Sorry,
Oh,
thank
17.
Okay.
fuck.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry. I did not mean to scare you that bad. 17 is the full, halved to, what would it be, 8, 9?
I would be. I think we round down on players, so let's.
Round
yeah,
down,
8.
so 8.
Eight. Have the 8.
Oh my
And then-
god.
Let's see.
I'm at 15 health, man. Jesus.
And you guys level.
Thank
You guys
God for
leveled up,
level
right?
5. This would have put me out
Yeah, I
last
was
Yeah.
gonna say. I was like,
Yeah,
I hope
I
you
was
guys
at-
did level up.
I had 38 to start this shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then you
And-
threw me across an alley and blew me
Yep.
up. You fuck.
It's not the personal, Frogman.
I'm gonna shout out
That is my
Glib
whole
and
turn.
be like,
Glib,
Glib, I understand you are necessarily usually unlucky, but I need you to find luck somewhere and beat the shit out of this guy.
And yes,
I
it
want
is
you
Glib's
both
turn.
to know that at this point, Glib is so mad he's hearing nothing.
He's also probably hearing nothing because of the deafening sound burst.
Because of the.
He's hearing the deafening
'Cause-
sound burst, and all he's hearing is this god in his ear, like Conchu saying, "Kill him."
Break his windpipe.
That is my whole turn.
Break his windpipe.
Oh, actually, that is not my whole
You're
turn.
still going.
I would like
My
to.
Goodness.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I got stuff to do. I'd like to cast. I got to mark down that I cast Shatter. I'd like to cast Healing Word on
Is
myself.
that a bonus action spell? I
is
forgot.
a
Oh, it
bonus
is. I
action
forgot that
spell.
was a bonus action.
I technically it's supposed to be like you say something, so I guess after I cast Shatter, I'll be like, go into myself and be like, "Come on, Mr. Goodbin, show him what you're made of," and like slap myself across the face with healing magic,
All right.
which will just be 1d4 plus my spell casting modifier, which is
Yeah, I'm casting it at level 1.
3. Just 5 health. Just 5 health.
Just
a cheeky
little- and
5.
for a bonus action. That's a good. That's a
For
good
a bonus
spell.
action, I mean, I'm not complaining.
Yep.
That is the end of my turn officially.
Mhm.
Oh,
Now I
Glib,
just
it's
need to
your
figure
turn.
out How the fuck do I go around that? That was.
I
Good
would like
God.
to petition DM to make licking Jared a bonus action.
An object interaction.
Okay, now see, normally I don't know if I would allow that, but since this is also like a character intro fight, I might allow a little bit of play with the rules since this is a unique fight. So we'll allow that as a bonus action this time. Don't expect it regularly, but again, this is a character intro fight, and I could use a Deus Ex Machina that I can pull whatever I want out of.
Like you could, I could. Okay, maybe we should not have min-max characters to make intelligence the thing that we don't use anymore because this would cause this whole situation.
Okay. So I'm going basic bitch, and the first thing I'm doing is just Eldritch blasting the fucker because
Classic.
Dang!
I am angry and very, very, very honed in on him at this point.
Yep.
I respect it.
Okay, it is. I think it says +7 hit DC, so I think it's. I'm not sure what that does.
Wait, +7 to hit. What do you? It just says +7 to hit.
But I'm look. It says hit DC, and right under it, it just has a +7.
I mean, I'm assuming that's just your plus to hit, so it's just you roll and add a 7.
Okay, so
Someone
It's an
says
18.
send him to Davy Jones' locker, Glib.
An 18 does
18
hit me.
does hit.
okay, all right, and that does 1d10 plus 4 of damage.
Is there any save I can make for that?
Does not look like
I
it.
don't think Eldritch Blast is like the core of your warlock thing.
Yeah, it's just I'm mad and I shot you.
Yeah,
It
it's,
is-
it's nothing fancy. He just
Pulls out a
he
Glock.
just shoots you.
Yeah, it's just the little frogman is very angry and is currently trying to evaporate you from existence.
Yep.
So,
That's respectable. Okay.
all right, so I'm rolling my 1 D10 plus 4. That's 12.
12 damage?
12 damage.
Damn!
You threw me across an alleyway, man.
Woo! All right.
Now, I believe, well, you might have more. I don't know if that's probably the core of your thing, but you can move if you want, Panda.
Ooh! Wait a Is it too late to use a reaction on something? I already took damage, so if you say no, it's fine.
Yeah, let's say no for this one.
Okay, that's fine. I just have to be smarter. All right.
Not the main skill of this party.
Can I jump on him?
I keep forgetting
you can,
about that.
if you have the range, you can jump on him. It's not going to be like a lot of, but you can pin him down. You're not super heavy or anything, but you can try to pin him. If you want.
I'm trying to drink his blood.
Okay. Now that is going to be an attack. So your attack is.
I just want to jump on him first, and my attack will be next. I want to get him on the ground.
This turn, you can attempt to jump and pin him if you want.
Okay, SG. If you can see what I'm trying to do, because you can see the fangs come out, help me out if you can on your thing. I want this fucker dead.
You got it, boss. You got it, boss.
I want this son of a bitch to beat Soul Realm.
Twirling his
mustache. Let's see. What's my jump radius?
I mean, it'll be on your character sheet. I don't have it pulled up immediately. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's 40.
No.
If he hadn't, I was about to say,
because he threw me
got that Thunderwave push.
I hate you, Monopoly Man, and if you join this party, I'm gonna constantly try and kill you. Okay, I'm gonna get closer to him then. I'm gonna get as close as possible. I'm moving 25 feet
runs in
forward.
And zoom in again.
This frog just sprinting towards Mr.
Yep.
Glib with red eyes, I imagine.
Angry frog.
Oh yeah. This entire alleyway is still dark. I don't care if you're not scared of it. The god is very, very mad.
All right. On that note, SG, your turn. Are you gonna lick the old Jared?
Oh, I'm gonna save that.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
So first off the bat.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Before I finish my thing, is darkness an attack?
It's an action. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so that I have to wait.
Action.
All right, cool. All right, never mind. Continue.
All right. So right off the bat, casting Hunger of Hadar, using a sorcery point to use my meta magic careful spell, so that Glib automatically passes the spell save DC, I think. And the spell save DC, I think, only affects the condition, I believe, not the actual. Wait. Okay. Hold on. I'm reading the spell, but I don't quite understand. It's so pedantic. Okay. So basically, a void creates a warp in the fabric of space, and the area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed a dex saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage as milky otherworldly tentacles wrap against it.
That's a cool. That's the kind of spell that you would expect Glib to use. I like it.
And also you're under the blinded condition.
Can I add?
Is this all happening to me right now?
Yeah, this is happening. Yeah, well, no, yeah. I mean, like it'll trigger on your turn.
Yes.
So wait, exactly how much damage do I take per turn if I stay stuck here?
You would take 2d6 cold damage anytime you end your turn in here.
Anytime I end my turn.
That is correct.
Okay.
You are under the blinded condition.
Can I also add something that's not going to change anything? Can I add something that's not really going to change anything,
sure.
but prep for later?
A little
okay.
flair.
I just realized that I have one of my Eldritch Invocations is Grasp of Hadar, which means once per turn when I Eldritch Blast somebody, I can pull them 10 feet closer to me.
Okay.
And it's still not going to make it so I can jump on him. I'm still 5 feet away.
Okay.
But I want him closer because it's scarier.
Yeah, and in the specific, flow of what's about to happen, I will allow that.
Okay, so you are now 5 feet away from me.
I'll go ahead and move you in.
Because you were 40 feet, I jumped
appreciate
25, and then I just pulled you 10
Right.
feet. So,
Zoom in even more.
so now
Yeah.
I am within fucking spitting distance of you and mad.
Yep.
And she just cast the hell spell on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
That's a
So any
good
attack
spell.
that we hit him with has advantage. And the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay.
Not a
So
problem.
let's see. Right off the bat, you take 2d6 cold damage, and I will roll your damage now.
Do you have to roll to hit for me,
Oh,
or
do I?
is
That might
just...
be a save. That might be a save spell.
It doesn't
Wait,
say that.
Let me look at the.
Oh, okay.
Let me
sorry.
look at the
No,
specifics
no,
of the
it's
spell, because that is you're right. That is a lot of spell text. Because I think
doesn't.
which one is this? Arms
It
of
is
Hadar?
Hunger of
Oh,
Hadar.
Hunger of Hadar. Oh, that's not in
Let me
the
double
stupid.
check. It's not in
Roll20
here.
yet,
It's not
is
in
it?
there.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna fix all that this week. Finally, I'm gonna actually have time. Let me look at the specific of that spell.
looking, I have it on my phone. It doesn't say that it's a spell save for the cold damage. It's a spell save. Sorry, it's a dex check for the acid damage.
That does not trigger now. The way that works is
Oh.
it triggers when anyone in the area starts or ends their turn there. So no damage. Basically, it would trigger once your turn ends and Goodbid's turn starts.
Okay.
So-
It's a terrain.
So
It's a
at the
terrain.
top
Getting-
of his turn,
Yeah.
he takes 2d6
It
cold
is-
damage.
Yeah.
So wait a second. At the top of the turn, I get 2d6 unless I make a dex save. Is it halved then, or is it just not at all?
Oh no, 2d6 is a
2d6
given, and
flat.
then
Guarantee, and then by the end of the turn, I'll take another
Yes.
2d6 unless I get out of there
exactly.
Yes.
or make a dex
Yes.
save.
But I think you're under Arms of Hadar, so you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And your attack rolls have disadvantage. Just want to make that clear. My bonus action, I'm gonna lick Jared.
All right, lick Jared. Let me get my Jared dice out. What color do I want to use?
You know when
I'll use
you
yellow.
when you
Goodbid's got
play
the
a
gold detailing.
like a role playing game, and the first thing you do is like enter into the world and attack the first person you see. That's what you just did, but you're in a very bad place, and you found two people who are very angry.
Yes.
And it does not matter how overleveled you are.
I just want to.
Just lost
your-
your friend.
I want to stress that the inky blackness is in is literally darker than dark,
Yeah, it's.
and all he hears is just a cacophony of whispers.
Did you
it's
say I'm also
terrifying.
blinded?
I also.
You're also blinded.
Just for fun, I like the imagery that you can still see the glowing red eyes of Glib and like vague tentacle, like misty tentacles sort of flowing throughout.
Yeah.
That's just
And
for
you
flavor.
can still
Anyway,
hear, on top of the whispers, a god pissed at you.
I am pulling up the wild magic table right now. That's
You tried
So
why
to
is this
suck
so
us
so I'm
blurry?
clear,
Lando's
in the
an
last-
alley.
In the last 6 seconds, I cast Shatter. Suddenly, a glowing red-eyed frog sprints at me, and I go, "It's a noble attempt!" Whoa! And get pulled 10
Yep.
feet in, and then this faceless being starts whispering hell magic, and I go blind.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you also got shot.
Yes.
Yes, that also. Okay, I'm looking
So
to.
the frog ran at you, blasting some DBZ laser at you, pulled you in, and then the demon in the corner held you in hell magic for a bit,
Now,
and you went blind and started
How-
hearing voices.
So is it like an area of effect that I have to escape to get out of that, or is it just a
Yes.
dex save?
it is an area. It is an area of effect and
yeah.
a dex save technically, but don't worry about that.
Got
SG,
it.
you cast mirror image is what happened. You don't do it actively, but basically 3 basically illusory exact copies of you just appear around you with no warning whatsoever. And
So when he's not blinded, he will see 3 of the terrifying demon that
four
put
of
him
the
in
terrifying
darkness.
Like some Doctor Strange
4.
shit.
Now that said,
You walked into
Oh,
a horror
whoop,
movie,
wrong
my
thing.
guy. You fucked with the wrong 2 monsters.
so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this as a little reward for the players. You have won this fight. You have won this fight pretty definitively. But as SG finishes her magic, you hear a weird noise, and this sort of actually a similar sort of black misty portal appears off to the right of you. And all of a sudden, a figure steps through it. Glib, make a Constitution saving throw.
I cannot express.
Oh, poor Glib. Glib, I'm
How
so
mad
sorry.
I am
I
right
did my
now.
best.
17.
17. All right, let's roll on his. This guy actually. Ooh. You actually amazingly failed that. These strange. You're not entirely
No.
sure what this new figure is holding, but look at him. He's dressed in black, and he has this very ornate symbol of a skull on his chest, carrying. You don't know what for the players, it's basically a fantasy shotgun. And he pulls the trigger, emitting this wave of force that slams Glib back out of Goodbid's range. And he sort of turns to your new attacker and goes, "Goodbid, trying to take this one from me, are ya?"
It's nothing but a little. What was that accent? Hey man, it's just business. Don't interfere. I got it. I can't see.
Yeah, you recognize the voice as, I'll go ahead and say it since that kind of included in, another bounty hunter that you have interacted with before.
I may be in a little over my britches right now, but Goodbid always comes around.
God, I don't want this combat to be over.
I just want you to hear from the corner. I'm going to drink both of you for breakfast.
He says that sometimes. Don't listen. It's.
The mysterious newcomer kind of he thrusts his fist out, firing this weird-looking grappling hook and pulling, kind of dragging Goodbid along the ground outside of the range of smoke. We're looking at, "You owe me now."
Wait,
I don't owe
excuse
you
me?
nothing, boy.
God damn it. Does my thing still work if he's pulled out of it?
No, it does not. That's the balance
I'm
for the
so
spell.
sad
it's
about
it's
this.
ridiculously strong if you can stick someone there, but you have to stick someone there for that's why it's not overpowered. Is there's no way to actually it does not impede their movement that much. It's just if you can stick them
Unless
there.
you have a partner,
Yeah.
hold person.
The mysterious new figure then steps forward and goes, "As for you two, you're done." Let's add this newcomer to the initiative count real quick.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to scream.
Let's add a turn.
I'm
Glib is
so
in
mad
berserker
about
rage
this.
mode at this point.
Hold on, I keep clicking the wrong.
As he steps forward, Goodbid's gonna be like, "Don't forget about what I did for you back on the island. Save one for me. As soon as this blindness gets out of here, I'm back in business."
Oh, I think you're no longer blind. I think
as you're
let's see.
dragged out, you're fine.
Oh, sick.
Because
Yeah.
it's not actually like a blinding thing. It's like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's blinding as
It's
a
like-
mechanic to explain the darkness.
Right.
It doesn't literally blind you.
Got it. Give me a minute to clip my wits.
So at this point, it actually is this guy's turn. Oh, a good bit. It's actually your turn now. Looping back around from what his initiative got. He got low.
Hot dog. All right. First things first. Bonus action healing word on myself again.
Probably a good call.
Actually casting that as a second level, which may be risque, but I need the
I
health.
that extra survivability.
So that'll be 2d4.
Slacking a little bit.
2d4 plus my spell modifier, which is +3. Nice. 10 health. That'll
That's
be
pretty
healing.
good.
Not too shabby. 2 3s on the die. Okay. Mr. Goodbid stands up and goes, "Whew, you got it, Mr. Goodbid. Ain't been killed yet. Don't plan on doing it now." And heals himself. And then just once again, gonna point his little finger guns. Kablow! And cast Shatter in between these two. Same thing, Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
I hope
Swear to
someone else
God.
gets to your ass. I hope he transforms you into one of his fucked up little art projects, you son of a bitch.
All right, that's 21.
Damn. Oops.
I got 9.
So
Hold on. Also, Nathan, I'm gonna message you something really quick. I'm gonna some info that only you would know. All right.
You got it. So I rolled a 4 and 2 threes, so that is 10 for full damage, and half is 5.
I hate everything happening right now. I think Glib is out. Is Glib out?
How much damage did I just take?
You
10.
took 10.
I have 5 health left.
All things considered, that was actually a low roll. I just realized I was rolling d8s and I only got 10.
That
Average is
really
like
low.
12. That could have been 24 damage on a good
I did
day.
just message you, Nathan. So you have the rest
Could
of
have
the rest of
I'll
the
check
info.
that out.
Yeah.
That's my whole turn. Or actually, I'm going to... I have 30 feet of movement, so I'm going to... where can I go here? I don't want to be close to that freaky frog. So I'm going to kind of step back onto this sort of ledge that we got.
Yeah. There we go. Zoom back out.
Let me see the range of this spell.
He's over here. For those who didn't see where I moved him because I was too zoomed in.
All right, and that, I believe, that was my action and my bonus action. That is my whole turn. Unless you will allow me to equip my melee weapons.
You can switch weapons as a free action.
Sick. So as I get over to this little ledge, Mr. Goodman sets his briefcase down, clicks it open, dips his whole body inside, and comes back out with 2
I'll
swords.
pull the character art again up so that people can get the image of that. Hang on. I pulled it up when we did the intro. Where is it? Oh, I don't have it on that. Hold on. I have it set to the wrong thing. Let's there we go. For those who want to see the image with the briefcase and everything, there's Goodbid's art again.
Yes. So yeah, he runs over to the ledge, clicks it open, dips his entire upper half inside to pull out a couple swords, and closes it again.
All
right,
Glib,
that's everything.
it is now on you. This new shotgun man has entered the chat.
The chat must hate me right now. I'm destroying their beloved characters. I mean, I'm getting pretty fucked up too. I don't want to.
No, let me be clear. They won. They won at first.
And then you fucking killed yourself.
They were winning. They were winning. I don't want to come on here and be like, I'm high and muddy. I fucked you guys up.
I brought in a definitely not Punisher reference who you definitely won't see more of in a minute. But you would have died. Literally, like you were out.
Yes, I'm well aware.
This is a scripted fight that, for the sake of you guys not feeling too underpowered, you did win. If it wasn't for the scripting,
yes. If my acquaintance hadn't ruined the show.
Can I use grasp of the tentacle and just hold the
Not
fucker?
the tentacle.
Which new guy or good bid? Okay, yeah.
Punisher.
Okay.
I'll get to good bid in a fucking minute. He's dinner. This guy's my fucking appetizer. He just fucked up my meal.
Can I speak to Glib?
Yeah, you can always talk. You can always talk.
You can try.
Glib, don't worry about this new guy. Get lock down good bid. I have a plan.
Matt, I sent you
let's
something.
see what your plan is.
All right.
Okay.
Things are turning up good.
Over my stuff. Okay.
Nathan, you seem nice, but you're attacking our frog in ESG. That's what I was getting at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shooting him again. That worked real good last time. I'm trying it again.
You're shooting good bid or Punisher?
Good bid.
Not good pussy.
Oh god.
I got a 9 for my hit.
I believe that is not going to hit.
Yeah,
good
that's
bid.
not gonna do that.
No. Shit.
God, I can't use it. Okay.
Also, someone in the chat a while ago.
Blind rage.
With.
I fire. I miss.
Okay, I got a plan. Got a plan.
Go nuts.
All right.
Punisher is not.
So I'm gonna.
Us, right?
In between
Punisher,
you and
like,
I'm gonna use my movement.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean Punisher's not in between you?
Into it. Nah. What's the fucking word for it? He doesn't go in between me and SG, right?
No, it is you, then SG, then we'll just keep calling him Punisher for now.
Cool.
His name's Lester.
What? No.
His name's Punisher.
Okay, I can move diagonally, right?
Named after his daddy.
You guys really like us. I love how
okay, I think I'm...
You'll find out later. Maybe I will make his name
Wait,
Lester.
hold on. So
I can change it if I want.
So I missed with my shot. Am I still able to move before SG goes?
You can. Okay. Moving and taking your action are like totally separate things. Unless like something specifically says it takes your move action, which is rare.
All right, I'm gonna jump closer to good bid because I'm on animal time. I'm on
animal time, demon time.
I'm on hunting this motherfucker.
Are you getting okay? You are within 5 feet of the newcomer. So as you jump right next to him, you guys. Oh no, you don't. Let me see if I can. Oh my God, he got a nat 20 on his strength check to see if he could grab you.
Ah!
So as you leap, he reaches out an arm and literally just catches you midair and hurls you backwards.
Damn.
What damage do I take? Do I take damage?
I'm not gonna say you take damage from it because it was just his goal was to move you, not damage you. But yeah, he grabs you mid jump and throws you backwards.
Oh my God.
Okay. Can I move diagonally?
Yeah. Again, the grid is weird. I'm going to be working on that, but yes.
15, 20. I want to use my movement first. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm still out of the 15-foot range. I think, was it here? I'm really bad at math. Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think I'm going to use full 30. No, yeah, 25 feet to be here. And then I'm going to, let's see, what's the range of this spell? I don't think it's that. Okay, I'm going to Misty Step to be within 30 feet of good bid. That's a bonus action, so what, 5, 10, 15, 20. Do I have to use all 30 feet, or I can just use some of it?
You can always move partially. Even if this
so
is
I'm gonna
Misty
move.
Step, like I don't believe there's anything in D&D that makes you move the full. Well, there probably is something, but it's rare.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast Suggestion, and that way, let's see. You have to make a Wisdom saving throw on a failed save. It purses the course of action you describe to the best of its ability.
But there might be a typo in it.
Yeah. For the entire duration.
Oh, this is the same thing you did to Canyon to make him dance, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is. I'm gonna suggest that.
Oh, someone in the chat said fear effects make useful move. I meant like something that a character does themselves, not an effect that someone else puts on them.
Oh, hold on. I think I'm stupid. I was on the wrong spell. Sorry, I was on the wrong spell. Can we just?
Yeah,
we're gonna
fine.
scratch
that's
that from the slate. We're gonna scratch that.
Man, I wish I knew what was about to happen to me right now.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at a second level.
That's a little worse for.
That's
old
so
good
sick
bid.
though. A Dissonant Whispers, a second level spell, and I'm going to say, "You fucked with the wrong group." And let's see, that's a spell save, Wisdom saving throw. If you fail, you take 3d6 psychic damage. 4d6 psychic damage, and you have to move as far away from me as possible.
If I fail, and what's the DC?
The spell, I think it's 15.
I believe that is your spell save DC. Yes.
15 Wisdom saving throw.
ooh, I'm not that wise. Okay.
Yeah, you
Obviously,
should.
you fucked with us.
It is 15. Yes.
Okay. I'll actually roll this one in D&D
Ooh,
Beyond.
that means I get to see it first.
Okay.
Waiting for it to come up.
DC 15.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a nat 1.
Okay.
I got
All
a
right,
nat
so we're
1.
taking this path. All right.
I got a nat 1 on that one, Chief.
Yep, that's a fail.
So yeah, good
So
bit hears that.
Does that mean I crit?
Well, you should probably roll damage to see if I just die,
Okay, so that's
because it's possible.
it's
You
46
fucked with the
psychic
wrong
damage.
group.
All right, 46. Let's go.
Unbelievable.
That's only 11.
Okay.
Oh, that's
so
even-
I rolled absolutely
So
terribly.
wait, aren't you at 1 health now, Nathan?
No, I did healing word before this.
Oh,
so,
true.
I'm now at 6 health.
6. Okay, right.
That's 11.
And so
let's
what
see.
happens to me outside of damage?
You're deafened. You can't hear and automatically fail any ability check that requires hearing.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can do? I don't think so. I used my bonus action already. Wait. So if he got a nat 1, does that mean I crit?
No. It technically
Aw.
would mean that like something bad. Well, no, I don't think there's anything that happens in that note. It's just an auto fail.
Fine. Auto fail. So that's how much pain you're in, and you're deaf
Yeah.
as well.
So good bit hears that.
Oh! I forgot to say. You have to. Let's say.
You have to run away, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
what?
creature doesn't move into obviously danger ground, but you have to on a successful. No, sorry.
But is that immediate or is that
yeah.
next turn?
It says must immediately use its reaction if
Use
available
my
to move as far as its speed allows.
That's
for.
not actually that far right now, given that
Yeah.
given that you're kind of backed into this corner of the alley. I'll move the screen.
Mhm.
So running into the corner
So-
then.
Yeah, that's
I mean, he could move towards Glib. That's still away from me.
like any of the arc.
And
I don't
he
think
did
you can
get a
see
nat
my
1. I
cursor,
want
but,
to
like,
remind
can
you.
Yeah, like
That is
Critical.
true.
the general arc of here. We'll say corner because corner is not very
Okay.
effective,
Um,
or that's bad for you. SG, is that your whole turn?
That is my whole turn.
Wow.
All right, so that it rotates over to.
I do not care about this new guy. I do
It
want
rotates over to Punisher.
Good Bit's head on
You-
his
you
stick.
Damn witch put demons in my head.
And remember, there's still like 4 of her swirling around as well. I'm just gonna.
I forgot about
that's
that,
probably
yeah.
why you crit fail. That's your explanation for the crit fail. That she's just terrifying. Anyway, this Punisher guy who has not taken any damage and has pretty effectively dealt with you so far. He kind of starts walking, sort of to a like central. I can't get him exactly central, but to like a central location between all 3 of you. He goes, maybe this job's gonna be easier than I thought it was. And he lifts up some crystal or something, you can't really tell, and he crushes it. And immediately, all of you vanish. You are teleported somewhere else, it seems. You black out. And combat is over. And Nathan's camera is small. Hey, Momo, you're not the only one whose camera changes sizes randomly now.
Ah,
For now.
tiny.
There we go. All right.
Combat is over
So,
for now.
you,
For now.
You-
For
I'm
now.
saving you
As
for
soon
later,
as we know where we are,
motherfucker.
we are
You
going
are
to
gonna
fight.
die. I do not care if it is now or in 2 days. I'm gonna murder your ass.
You wake up, and you notice that you seem to all be in some sort of prison cell. You're all, they're not just bars, they're sort of like glass cages, probably enchanted, but you can't really tell. All 3 of you are in separate cells, but you are all in an area that you do not recognize. I notice you raising your hand, Panda. What's up?
Yeah. Can we count this as a long rest because all of us are almost
I
dead?
was about
Yeah.
to say that you notice your injuries actually seem to have been treated. All 3 of you.
Thank God.
Love that. Love that. Love that.
Now, obviously, I'm not going to say exact specifics of what happened because, SG and Glib don't know yet. But Nathan, I'm assuming you kind of know what just happened.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can. So you can
just-
guess that.
Just to clarify, not a long rest, but our injuries are healed.
Oh no. Okay, I should be clear. It was a long rest. I was specifically saying
Okay.
It looks like somebody has. It wasn't like you just long rested, as in like it looks like somebody has actually tended to your injuries as well. That was like a setting thing.
Right. Yeah. Mr. Goodbid knows what's happening.
Mr. Goodbid knows what's happening.
And he just kind of. He still has his smile, but his mustache is a little disheveled. And he goes, "Damn, I hadn't had a tussle like that in a minute."
And obviously, you guys can all hear and see each other.
Again.
Okay. I don't care if it is now, or tomorrow, or in 100 years. You will die by my hand, and I will drink every ounce of blood you have in you or will ever make.
You got gumption, Frogman. I like it.
You Got Gumption Frogman is another good episode title potential. They're always about Glib.
I want it known, whatever is happening right now, I'm not looking around the room. I'm dead staring Goodbid right now.
Yeah.
Oh, can't I just Misty Step out of this? You know what? Actually, can I do an Arcana check?
You can do an Arcana check.
Instead of just Misty stepping out of here and then being like, magic doesn't work. Arcana.
Yeah, would Goodbid know how to...
That's a 16 on the die.
While you don't know the exact nature of where you are in, you can definitely tell that, like, this isn't a normal prison cell. Magic would probably not be incredibly effective here. It seems to be done by someone who has some experience with it.
Oh.
And
Bad news,
Nathan,
Glib.
you asked a question
I'm
as well?
saying this to Glib telepathically.
Yeah,
Bad
I was
news,
just
Glib.
wondering if Goodbid would know
Magically
how to
treated.
get out of the cell.
Not immediately. But
Okay.
no, not immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, so only Glib knows. I've told
Yeah.
Glib telepathically that.
Oh, I will say, you
Magically.
do know, like, sort of what the cell is, Nathan.
Right.
You also know that information just kind of intuitively from
Right.
backstory.
Is Punisher Guy here?
Not at the moment.
Okay, so
Ah.
SG, you're in my head. We don't know how to get out, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
We don't know how to get out, but if it's magically treated cell, would non-magical means to escape work?
Perhaps.
Do I have my briefcase?
You do not have your briefcase right now. No.
Oh.
No.
Do we
Do
have?
I
the
have
items?
You
Jared?
do
I
not
was about to
have
say.
Jared. No. All weapons have been
Dang.
stripped from you.
Can I summon my familiar?
Yeah, you can summon your familiar.
Okay. Oh wait, no, that takes forever, doesn't it? It takes like an hour.
No.
just sitting
It
there.
takes an hour to do it first. You can summon him at will
Oh.
afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll pop out my my squid with bat wings, who really doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Let me look at my what I can do with him.
I'm also Nathan. I'm gonna message you something that may be helpful. A little bit of info that Goodbid knows.
For sure.
Is there any cracks in our cages, or are they like clear boxes?
They are basically clear boxes
Okay, so there's no way to escape. There's no way to get out.
that you can see. No.
There's no openings. All right. Is my familiar a physical, tangible being, or is it like a
Physical, tangible being.
ghost.
Yes.
okay?
He's gonna eat it.
All right. So I want to have my familiar there, but I don't want to do anything with him yet. I just want to make sure that he's there.
Goodbid just kind of leans against the wall, sitting down. Might as well get comfortable, y'all. It's gonna be a minute.
I've just texted you a bit.
What do you mean?
Or, well, messaged you a bit of info about the cells that you know, Nathan.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? First off, who are you?
Lunch.
You some kind of person hunter. That's right.
Well, yeah, I'm a businessman. First and foremost, I care about all my clients.
Who's your client?
Well, wouldn't you like to know? Confidentiality is very important in good business.
When I did my Arcana
Look,
check,
fucker, you're in the same cage as we are. You got one option.
so when I did my Arcana check with the 16, would I know that if I could use my whatchamacallit, kind of psychic abilities to cast detect thoughts on him?
I would say you don't know that specifically.
Well, I'm going to cast detect thoughts.
Okay. So we'll I mean, do your saving throw or whatever it is, and I'll let Nathan decide what his character's thinking. He knows the info.
Let's see. That is what is that? Wisdom saving throw?
I'm not sure.
Wisdom save.
I'd have to look.
It's wisdom, yeah.
What's the DC?
The DC is 15.
15. I got a 3.
That's not a 15.
That is not a 15. That's
okay.
Pretty far
and
from
it does say that
it
can penetrate barriers.
We'll say that it works. I with the way that I have these cells set up in my mind, homebrewed, we'll say that works.
Okay. So what do I get from reading this?
How deep does detect thoughts go?
I can probe deeper if I want. That's another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So first thoughts.
First initial thoughts are,
Mhm.
Wait a minute. I think I can just walk on out of here. I wonder if, well, obviously they wouldn't know that. Worth a shot. I sure hope Raelius isn't too upset with all this. Well, I guess he couldn't be. Stuff along that lines.
I messaged Glib. Well, I speak to him telepathically saying, Raelius seems to have hired this guy. And I probe deeper. So
can I
another
do something
saving.
before you probe deeper? I'm asking the DM.
I mean, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
I want to attempt to just walk out of the cage.
Yeah, we can do that.
Walk out
Instead
of the
like
box.
while that happens while she's reading your thoughts.
Okay.
You just slam right into it.
Dang! My thoughts immediately go, those damn bastards.
Yeah. So
Can I
I'm gonna probe
what
deeper.
do you? Okay.
Are you talking to me still, or are you just probing?
No.
Just probing.
She's probing.
So at this point, I'll just do train of thought. He's thinking, damn. So they made one for me. Hurts my heart. It truly does. They got to code each one of these specifically for a person, so that's kind of actually quite insulting to my character. Well, guess I will just have to wait around for that goon of an acquaintance to come by and finally let us out.
I relay that to Glib.
Can I? Okay. Are you gonna probe any deeper?
I am gonna probe deeper.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another wisdom
Or you
saving
can
throw.
call?
I did not make a wisdom save for the last one,
No,
but
we'll give it.
this one was a 19.
Okay.
So I don't get to probe any deeper. And you do know that I was in your mind.
I do know. I feel your touch, freaky witch.
Yes, you know I'm in your
So
mind.
what happens if your client's dead, big man?
I have, well, as they say in the streets, fuck it, might as well. I have a long-standing contract that pays handsomely with Raelius. Clearly, I'm not the only one. Essentially, if Raelius is ever presumed dead, somebody rings his bell, then somebody rings my bell, and I come running to collect bounty. Not a bad gig, if you ask me.
What if we told you we know where he is?
Well, then I would be out of contract, and frankly wouldn't know what I'm even doing here.
In this case, we know where.
Can I yell for a guard?
You can yell. I'm not gonna stop you from yelling.
Okay. Are we in a big room?
It's
this
not
is a big room with all
there's
these.
like, let's say there's like
cells in it.
like 6 of them. You know, there's 3 on each row, and you guys are in one half of them. It's not like a massive prison room, but it's not just you 3.
Can I see a door outside of the
There's a door
room?
on one side.
Okay. I'm gonna yell at the door. I got some information you might want to know if you want to come in here.
After a sort of long moment, the door gets kicked open, and the Punisher guy sort of walks in and stands in front of your cell with his arms crossed.
Was all this really necessary, man?
Yes. You didn't even remember my name.
That's bad business. My apologies.
Can I read his mind to see what his name is?
You can try it. Yeah, you can do the thing.
Yeah, detect thoughts to see his name.
You look like a Lester. Can you blame me?
Okay, so
Big dude
it's a 15, right?
15.
Right, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped my die. I'll find it later. I have a billion of these. Here we go. Let's try that again. He does fail that. But
So what is his name?
I swear to God, Matt, if you say his name is Frank, I swear to God.
How bad do you think I am about these references? His first name, at least, that's all you get. His name is Elias.
Elias, I see your friend has been not good of a friend to you. But I don't understand why we are here. I understand why Goodbit is here. He kind of sucks.
He walks over to you. He walks over and goes, "Do you have any idea who I am? Do you recognize this symbol?" And he gestures at the skull on his chest.
Well, I know you are Elias.
He kind of pauses at that because he never told you his name. Kind of shakes off and goes, "I am a bounty hunter trained at the strongest fortress on this entire continent, Franklin Castle."
Of course you are.
Just say!
That's not his name. He's a knight who was trained at a Franklin Castle. That's the name of the fortress. What are you laughing at me for? That's fine.
Can't believe I got captured by a Frankie boy. That's so embarrassing.
And yet the Order of Bounty Hunters is a name that's vaguely familiar to you. They are well known hunters of the land. So
in that case, I would like to use a sorcery point to get my second level spell slot. Oh, just kidding, I have 3. I'm gonna use my last second level spell slot to cast suggestion on him, and be like, Elias, don't you think it'd be a good idea to let Glib and I free?
That's another wisdom save, isn't it?
It is a 15 wisdom save.
Let me look at Punisher's stats here. He does pass. And he just sort of pauses for a second and goes, "No."
So can I assume you're working on the same contract the appetizer over there is?
Oh, there are a bunch of us on this job.
What if I told you that we have information that would fix that?
He sort of just kind of paused for a second. That is why I came in here.
What if I told you I know exactly where Raelius is and how to get to him?
Given that you killed him, that doesn't really surprise me.
What if I told you he's not dead?
Sort of just leans in.
I know exactly where to get to him. I know exactly who he's with. And I know exactly who can get us to him. All you have to do is let us out and let me kill him.
And give us our items back.
That's a real interesting proposal here. And I'm curious why you think I want that.
I didn't believe him either, boss man.
If Raelius isn't dead, someone will kill him eventually, and that means this little contest starts again. I won this time, why do I want it to start over?
Because you didn't fucking win it, did you? You sucker punched a group of people that were already winning out of nowhere. That's not winning shit. You're a coward if you win this way. And I thought that a Frankie would have actually liked to win properly.
I didn't immediately think that a Frankie would be the term for these hunters, but that's suitably stupid. I do like it.
That's the insult name I'm working with.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It works. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Wait a sec.
You're a disgrace to your symbol.
He flips you
least
off and
let
starts
me outta
walking
here.
back out of the chamber.
Bucko, at least let me out. Come on.
At least let me
walks back
kill
over to
him.
Goodman and goes, You know, I'm not getting paid for keeping you in here, but it would be nice to let you stew a little bit longer.
That's just bad business, I'll tell you what.
And then, yeah, he walks out of the room.
Well, it looks like we are stuck here.
Together.
We are going to kill you when we get out of here. I hope you understand.
I'm still just standing there staring
Yo.
at him, just fucking head pressed.
It's
up
really
against the
nothing
glass.
personal.
Just-
I'm on contract.
It
You
is for
seem
us.
like nice folk. A little creepy. Kind of scary.
Can I slap him
seem
across the
tasty.
face with my mage hand?
Can you? I don't know. Your mage, you can't manage to make your mage hand go outside of the chamber that you're in.
We all got families to feed.
Hold on, my tentacles are invisible, right?
I mean, I don't think so. What spell are you thinking?
I'm either thinking because I have Unseen Servant
That's
that allows me
invisible.
to like shapeless force. That okay. Can I cast Unseen Servant? All right, hold on.
Okay.
I have two things that I want to do, and the plan is to try and make it look like he's having a seizure.
Oh, I can help with that.
So, the plan is to one, hold person, and then two, use mindless force to start
let me see if
violently
those are
shaking
both,
him.
Is this
concentration
plan being
spells.
discussed out loud?
Yeah, that's is this being discussed out loud?
And if that
was
doesn't
SG.
work,
Yeah,
I want to
I'm
cast.
telling
Okay.
SG this plan. I turned around and I just go, if we make him think that he's dying, we can get him back in here and get us out of our cages.
Now hold on. I might have another idea.
You
I
don't
might
have a
another-
fucking say,
Hear me out,
mustache.
y'all.
Why should
These
we?
cages are programmed for very specific people.
That's true.
Clearly, y'all are magic
And?
users like myself. Would either of y'all be able to change shape?
Yes.
That might be a possible solution to this whole quandary.
Okay. So, what? Okay. I think I have plan. But before I start the plan, I would like to cast Mind Sliver on Mr. Goodman.
Is that's an attack, right? I
That
don't know.
is.
That can't again.
It is a psychic
It
attack.
is a psychic.
though.
Okay.
It's a psychic
Okay.
attack.
All right.
It's a psychic attack.
We're so petty.
Yes.
We're so
You
fucking
have to
petty.
you have to succeed an intelligence saving throw or take 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 from your next saving throw.
Oh my
Psychic
gosh.
Attack.
It makes before the end of your next turn,
Yeah,
but
that
I don't think that
won't
matters.
matter.
Actually, it's 2d6 psychic damage because I'm a level 5 now.
Damn. What's the DC?
15.
Oh, I got a 14.
So that's 2d6
Magic
psychic
headache.
damage.
Go.
The magic headache.
2d6 psychic damage. That's 6. So just wanted to do that before I have super awesome plan. Pretend like this hurts more than it really does. And then SG shifts into a mind flayer.
A mind flayer.
A
Can
mind
you do
flayer.
that? I mean,
And start.
Can you do that?
I can't.
Is this allowed?
As long as it's a medium-sized creature, right?
let me check. Dear Lord.
I think it's
Okay.
medium-sized.
I thought the idea was gonna be change into the Frankie and then get out of there, and
Let
then
me-
you're just like, no, I'm going full
da, da, da,
Elder
da,
God in
da.
this bitch. We're gonna go crazy.
Okay,
We all got
well,
healed
see,
before
here's
we
the
got in
thing.
this, right?
It says you can't duplicate the appearance of a creature you've never seen. But since you have psychic experience, I'm gonna say it's reasonable that you would be at least generally aware of what a mind flayer would look like. So
Yes.
sure.
So I shift into a
God.
mind flayer and I start banging on the thing, whatchamacallit, my
The cell?
cage thing.
You
Hey!
slam
Hey,
you go to slam your Mind Flayer fist into the wall, and they just pass through like there's nothing there.
Interesting.
Ooh, what I tell you, smooth as butter.
So I walk out, and can I just like open Glib's cage from the outside?
You do not see a way to do that, no.
Well, looks like I
Can you grab me and pull me
can.
through?
Can I just like put my hand out to see if there's even a wall there?
You can try.
Wait. Can you grab me and like hold on to me? Cause I'm small. Can you just like wrap me? And
I
then
mean, I
walk
am
through
like
yourself?
medium-sized, so I can just like cradle you. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm 3 feet tall. I can, and I got like 0 bones. I
As-
can like, get real
regardless
small.
of what
Like,
variation of this plan you try, you can walk through the cage easily, SG.
Yeah.
But whenever you try to take Glib through, Glib still contacts as if it is a wall in whatever arrangement you attempt.
Well, looks like I must do damage. Can I do enough damage on this wall? Do I think damage would work? Is there something I can roll to see if damage would
What I'll say right now is what you've seen. Like, it seems that if you are not the person that this is programmed for, it effectively does not exist in any capacity. So do with that information what you will. You can try whatever you want, but that's what you've seen so far.
I really hate where the chat is.
What is chat? I don't.
The zombie plan. For lack of a better term.
I don't know. What? Okay, so if I misty step inside, will there an alarm sound? I don't know.
What do you what do you mean if you misty step inside?
Like if I misty stepped within his cell.
I
tried the door; it doesn't open.
You can get into his. There's no.
You can walk through fine.
What basically this is there are these like weird glassy looking magic boxes that are specifically coded to the people who are within them. So if you change into a Mind Flayer, you can walk in and out of any of them at your leisure. And move. Yeah.
But it's just getting them out because they.
Glib, cannot get through the Glib specific cage.
But how do I get him out? I can't just do like minor. Okay, Glib, health plan. So, minor illusion, extension of wall, right? You hide behind extension of wall. Look like cage empty. Following? And I sound alarm. They come investigate open cage. You fight out.
There's no wall. There's no opening the cage. It's just I'm just sitting in a box of magic
never mind.
that does not exist.
Then I don't know how to get you out. Do you have any ideas?
All of my ideas are gross. Is it DNA based?
How would they get my DNA? Okay, I think we might have to speak to the one who shall not be named over there.
Entree! How do you get out of these fuckers?
That is an excellent intelligence.
You can roll. Let's say roll insight. You can roll an insight? To sort of get an idea of how this could go.
Let's see here. Come on. That is that is 22.
22 is pretty good. So I'll give you a little sort of hint from what you've seen. You would know that SG is a changeling. Because that's you know some basic information about the people that you've been hired to kill, obviously.
Right.
And so it sort of sparks in your mind that these she's not actually literally a different being. She's just shapeshifted. And so possibly the cells work based on some sort of visual cue.
I relay that to them.
And I'll tell you that is I've looked at your character sheet, and that is a hint that you can use, Nathan.
So run that. So you said it may not be DNA based, but instead it's like
it seems to not work on the cells don't seem to how do I phrase this? The cell is not coded to SG. It is coded to SG's appearance. Let's
So
say it like
if
that.
if I were to minor illusion pants onto Glib, would it open because he's the frog without pants?
This is so insulting
I
on so many levels.
would like to cast invisibility on myself, please.
You cast invisibility on yourself,
Am I able to walk through the cage?
and while you are invisible, you can walk right out.
Incredible.
So
I
for
almost added
SG,
invisibility.
SG and Glib,
This
SG
makes
and
me
Glib, you
so
see him just suddenly
mad.
vanish.
Immediately, I'm pounding on the fucking wall. My new life's mission is getting this son of a bitch. This is...
Okay, so I minor illusion Glib, but red.
Okay, Glib, but red. Okay, Glib is now covered in a red illusion.
Can he walk out? Can you try
Also,
walking out now?
It seems the wall seems like it seems almost flexible now, like sort of liquid, like you can sort of push your hand into it a little bit, but it still eventually rejects you.
Ugh. Okay, I don't think I can't minor illusion him to look any different, any more different, like a different person or thing.
Now that I'm out of the cage, would I know how to free Glib?
I mean, you would probably know that outside of this room there are people that could. You have a general idea of where you are, by the way. Obviously, I'm not going to say too much. Like, you're in one of Radius's facilities. That's all you can kind of guess, is that you're in some sort of chaos facility.
Wait a minute. I have my guy. I have my familiar. That is not me. Okay. So I pull him out and have him fly out of the cage.
You get yourself trapped.
I need you to not be you for a minute.
It's just offensive.
Okay? I just need some fucking help. What part of working for me didn't you fucking get? I need you to get somebody in here that can get me out of here. Okay?
It sort of floats through the... What do we... Blob? Was Blob just his name?
Blob.
Yeah, Blob. Blob floats out of the cage with no issues whatsoever. And sort of starts heading for the door. Now, good bit. Are you leaving really quick, or?
Yeah, I'll dip out.
All right.
I'm still invisible.
You are still invisible, yes.
Might be getting the vibe that room might not be safe for him once everyone's out.
Still
and
invisible. Not a bad thing. I like that. I will happily dip out.
So you head out into the main room. We'll say Blob follows you as you're leaving. SG Glib, you just see the door open, seemingly of its own volition, and then close behind him.
Did we see this happen in tandem? Did we see him disappear and then like a reasonable amount of time later
what basically has happened is he has vanished. There was a span of a few seconds, presumably as he was tiptoeing to the door, and then the door opens.
I saw this motherfucker's shoes. That guy's not quiet worth a shit.
You know what? Roll a stealth check. Roll a stealth check, Nathan.
Yeah.
If
he fails, I want to react. If he does fail, I want to react.
Hold on. Were you?
Yeah, that's actually true.
That's true. It's up to you. To get out of the cage?
I would say it's been very clear to Goodbid that these people want him dead. So probably sneaking. As soon as I clicked that I could be invisible and get out of here, I was like, this is my way out.
So do I roll perception to his stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perception against stealth.
Okay.
Do I roll with advantage because I'm invisible, or is it just flat?
Does invisibility have like a specific thing for that?
I don't think it's.
You should.
It just says
you should get some sort of benefit for that. Let me look at the spell. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Really
in Pathfinder. I'm curious now. I know in Pathfinder there's a specific thing for.
Either way, he has to be a 21.
Yeah, we'll give you that. You do have an advantage on it.
Yeah.
Because you should.
Advantage.
You got an advantage to beat a 21.
Beat a 21. Hey, yeah. I'm Mr. Goodbid. Go. I got a 20.
Okay, wait. Did you do two? Did you do two?
I did true 20 with advantage after adding the model.
Oh, so close.
All right.
So
as soon as I catch you,
a dirty 20.
You barely hear. We'll say you'll have to do like a dexterity or something to like try to catch him. But you do hear him.
Is a question.
You got one higher than his, and he's invisible. I'm gonna say you can hear his footsteps, but you aren't like able to pinpoint his location because you barely cleared that.
Can
My
she
dress
tell...
shoes.
Wait,
Okay.
hold up. Can she tell me where he is? Because I have tentacles that I can sprout out of the ground.
She knows that he is out and about in the room, and that's
That have a
about
rate.
it.
God, I don't even have like fairy fire.
And
That
you
would've
gotta.
really
I'm
helped.
gonna give you like I'm gonna actually real time this because he's walking out, so you gotta think of something quick to. I'll give you like 10 seconds.
Oh no. I'm gonna cast.
Hold on,
not
creatures.
whole person,
Creatures of your choice within a 10 foot of the
suggestion.
point that
He's
you
out,
cast.
and Good
make
Bit
a
is out,
strength saving
and
throw.
Good Bit is out of the room.
No.
So yeah,
Son of a
the door
bitch.
opens and quickly slams. Blob slips out with him. Now, Good Bit, we'll cut to you. You are in another one. This is, it's not like a nightclub sort of facility. It's a more upstanding looking area. There are some Symmetry agents milling about with sort of, the Chaos armor specifically, so you know what faction that you're in. But it seems to be just sort of like it's the lobby entrance way of sorts to their holding facility. You do see Elias kind of just casually talking to some Symmetry. He seems to be like showing off and talking about the mechanics of his shotgun.
Okay. Do I know where the room is that unlocks the cages? Would I know that, or is that something I'll have to
So
search
there is
for?
another. You probably like. There's probably not a button. It's probably some sort of spellcaster who is managing it. There is
Right.
another door that is adjacent to that one. That there's only really two doors in the back. One leads to the prison area, and then another.
Right. And how many people are around right now?
Probably like 10 to 12.
And I'm with Blob or whatever.
Blob
his
has
name
slipped.
is.
I'm gonna handle Blob in a minute. We're saying he's coming out a second after you. So this is
Okay,
you're
okay,
looking
okay.
around the room before Blob gets out. And I should also note, like, these are not you don't have any necessary reason to believe that these random agents are like automatically hostile to you. They probably somewhat
Right.
recognize you. I mean, Elias is there too, so take that as you will. But like, yeah. So I'll give you another minute to look around before Blob slips out.
Yeah. So, sorry, you probably already said it, but how many people
10
again are
10 to
in
12,
here?
something around there.
10 to 12, and one of them is
One
Elias?
of them is Elias, yeah. Of Franklin Castle.
I think I'll just...
So
It's
proud of
good.
this fucking
It's
pun.
good.
I am
It's
so
funny.
tempted.
It's funny. I stand by that one.
Puns hurt my goddamn soul. I will admit that is good.
I'm
God
clip
damn
that.
it.
Someone clip that. Someone clip that.
Clip
I'm
it,
never
clip it,
letting
clip
him live that down. Clip it. Anyway, continue.
I'm rolling with Frankies and from now on.
I would like to just walk over to the other door. I'll walk inside the other room.
Okay.
I would try to do it stealthily, but
Important thing. We got to cut back to Glib real quick. Did you specifically instruct Blob to be sneaky or just go get help? I believe you just said go get help.
I just said go get someone who can get me out of here.
Let's. Well, no, he's not trying to be stealthy. I don't need to roll. So, good bit. As you are walking towards the door kind of like.
Yeah.
You hear a bit of a commotion, and turn around to see what is he, like a squid with bat wings?
Yeah.
Something like that. A squid with bat wings sort of just kind of slips out of the door behind you. Everyone notices this. He was not particularly trying to be stealthy. Immediately, the entire room draws their weapons and just like readies at this mysterious thing.
I love this sentence. Everyone.
That's so funny.
Yeah, like it's. Everyone notices this. Yes. Glib, are you using your action to like look through Blob's eyes right now, or are you just letting him do his thing?
Oh,
Okay,
no,
so
I just
you
told him
you
to
have
go
no
get
idea.
someone.
You have
I'm
no
not-
idea
I'm not
what's
instructing him
happening
at all.
here.
No.
Good
I'm
bit.
mad. I'm not thinking straight. I'm just like,
Let's
get
cut
someone.
to good bid real quick, because you're actually lucky. In the commotion, you will say everyone's so distracted that they don't notice the other door kind of quickly opening and you slipping inside.
Oh,
So
amazing.
that actually, Glib's actions actually helped good bit. I'm sure he would be so mad. So
Already a tease.
So
I don't know
you're-
how to get him out. Ugh.
Oh my god.
So you
Oh
slip
my
into the
God.
room and you see a couple agents. These are dressed differently. They're obviously some sort of spellcasters sitting at like various desks. And you can see what sort of looks like a magical hologram interface on the center table that has the cages in it. No one is really paying attention to it, it seems, but it is there, and you can see that that's probably some sort of control space.
Cool. And there's people in here.
There's a couple
Watch.
spellcasters in here that are, a couple of them are reading, or one's talking. They're not really paying attention. Let's actually see. They sort of look towards the door at your entrance upon hearing the sound of a bunch of agents like getting ready to fight some weird monster. And a couple of them start walking towards the door to open it and see what the heck is going on.
I would like to. Ooh. Does it look like they're rushing out to out of the room, or just?
They heard a commotion from the main room, and a couple of them are going to see what just happened. They're not rushing out into a fight.
But their back is turned to the control panel.
Yeah. No one is actively paying attention to the panel right now.
Got it. I would like to see if I could examine the panel and see if there's a free the frog button anywhere.
Let's give you an Arcana check for that.
An Arcana check.
It's a plus. I'm looking at your stats right now. It's a plus. You got good stats.
It's a plus. Yeah. What is my Arcana? Okay. That is a 15.
Okay, I'll actually say that passes, since this is a tech that you're somewhat familiar with. So you do see sort of a button, but you're a spellcaster yourself, so you sort of look at it, and after a moment figure out what you think would change the programming somehow to make it so that Glib can leave.
I would like to do that.
Let's have you make an Arcana check again to make sure that you can actually do it right. But unless you get a bad thing, we'll you're probably
okay. 18.
Oh yeah. You're totally fine. So you are able to, in the commotion, active or switch up the thing. In the prison room, you guys notice a little sort of flicker on the nothing major, but the cube flickers for a bit that Glib is held within. I was gonna say let's cut back out to what Blob is doing, but none of you know. None of you are there to watch, so that's just gonna be a fun little surprise.
Okay, so the wall is now. I try and touch the wall because I'm assuming that I was just trying to get myself out the whole time because it's stretchy and I'm red now.
Regardless, the wall is now, it is non-existent to you. So whatever, for whatever reason you fall out or are able to walk, however you choose to get out, you are able to.
All right, I'm gonna turn to SG and be like, I don't know where we are. I don't particularly care. Everyone in here dies.
I don't know if by we I mean me, are ready for fight because I used many spell slots to get myself and you out.
Oh no, to get you out.
We had a long rest.
Right. No, she said to get you out.
Oh, to get us out, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You did use some magic to get you out of there. Let's see if just in case this goes south. Do I have a map for this?
Just in case this goes south.
Can you still be intimidating?
I am still Mind Flayer, yes?
Yeah, she is still a Mind Flayer, which is, I would count that as intimidating, yeah.
Okay.
Goodbit is going to be walking back towards the cell room.
So
I want
at least walking out of.
How long does invisibility last? Just for I can actually look.
It lasts up to an hour.
Okay.
With concentration.
I want to call my god.
Let's actually do that first because it took Goodbit some time. So let's have the god call happen.
The place goes dark. Eyes start glowing.
The usual thing.
I call him up. First thought is just, I don't ask for you to do too horribly much to a lot of people. I need some help now and again, and I fuck up, and I understand that. But I want you to do whatever the fuck you can to literally everyone in the next room.
Didn't you just drunk call me 2 days ago?
We're not talking about that right now. I'll deal with that later.
Talking about that right now.
I will do whatever, literally whatever you want. If you do this right now, whatever the hell you want, I'll do the next thing to make up for that.
That's an interesting deal. What did you want me to do again?
I want you to do whatever you can and whatever the fuck you want to fuck up everyone in the next room.
Yeah, all right.
And the call ends. A moment. So let's actually cut back to Goodbit. Let's cut back to Goodbit as he's sort of walking back out into the room. You open the door, pretty pleased with your ability to free these strange people that you find yourself with. You still find everyone with weapons drawn at the strange floating creature who's kind of half-heartedly trying to explain himself and what's going on. And all of a sudden, a strange hole manifests in the roof of the room, and just water. Just a torrent, like a hole opened in the bottom of the ocean. The room just begins flooding with water as fast as possible. So, I'm gonna need. We'll have you make a dexterity check first.
Got it. Okay. That is a. Damn, I'm rolling hot. 21.
21 is good. So we'll say, you're kind of the most aware of the situation. Everyone is pretty distracted by Blob, but you're actively looking for threats as you're walking out. So
yeah,
what are you? You're going back to the prison room. That's your goal.
I intended to. Yes.
Has that changed? Has that changed? Okay, so
no,
you are able to make it to the prison room. We'll let because it's just out one door and in a door on the same wall. You got a 21. That's good. Let's roll some dexterity saves for the agents. I'm not gonna do that's a 2.
When I open the door, is water just gonna burst in?
It's not filling up literally like that much. It's a decently big room, so it's not like it's immediately full. Water is going to come in when you open the door, but you went there fast and it's not immediately full. Okay.
This is gonna be more of a what the fuck just happened situation.
So
you hit a button and then all of a sudden
and actually,
the
you know what?
showed up.
You open the door to get in. Obviously, the other agents are being swept off their feet. All sorts of chaotic nonsense is happening. Here's a more important one.
Right.
Oh, that's actually good. Roll a perception check really quick. Good bid. Yeah.
Me? Perception.
I also want to state, when he walks in that room, it's still darked out, and the only thing he can see is a red frog, like huddled in the corner with
your patron hung up on you when he started doing the thing.
Damn it! Fair. Okay.
I just got a 12.
12 is enough. It wasn't hard. You do notice that when this starts, rather than getting immediately swept up, Elias kind of vanishes into shadow again, the same way that he first appeared. But yeah, you open the door into the prison room. Oddly, the water stops as if the door is still closed. Though you don't know this, it seems that the patron is sort of, as you requested, containing the water to the next room. But yeah, the door opens. None of the water actually gets in. You get in, however, and everyone in the room sees the door open and close again of its own will. And actually, you can see footsteps sort of splashing in the water as you walk in.
Squeak, squeak. Squishy leather shoes.
Immediately, instantly, the second it walks in, tentacles, I'm grabbing him. I can see the footprints, and I am immediately trying to grab him.
Some rolls are going to be needed for that. Are you using a spell, or are you just...
Oh, boy.
I have specifically Grasp of the Kraken.
Grasp, whatever Grasp of the Kraken takes.
Oh, man.
Creatures of your choice within 10 feet of that point must make a strength saving throw against your warlock spell save DC.
Strength save for good bid.
That is my jump stat. What's the
15,
DC?
I'm trying to find what. Yeah, my save DC is 15.
Okay. 11.
You are
that is
tentacled.
not gonna cut it. Does this do damage to me or break my
I
concentration?
would say it breaks concentration, but I don't think it does damage.
Okay. So then I come uninvisible
reappears.
as soon as he grabs me. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Hello, luncheon.
Ugh.
Slowly,
Listen
I'm gonna
here.
start walking towards him.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm just the one who released you. I like your gumption. I said it before. Weak relationship.
I mean, like I'm trying to ask permission. Just like
Maybe
looking back.
Maybe we should hear out because I did not release you. I could not figure out how to open your cage.
I'm remembering that these tentacles only last for 1 minute.
Okay,
And
so
I
you gotta
just
go
go-
fast.
So I turn back to him and I go, "You have 30 seconds, and then I drink you like a fucking Capri Sun. Start talking."
That doesn't sound fun at all.
Now
okay.
I have to come up with a reason why you know what Capri Sun is in a fantasy world, Panda.
Fantasy
Cannon.
Capri Sun.
Cannon.
Mark my words. That's gonna be in the story now. That's gonna be something. I'm gonna
The
work.
Capri Sun faction.
I'm gonna work in like there's gonna be some businessman who owns Capri Sun or something.
Goodbid is panicked, but obviously still has a plastered smile. And he goes, "Listen, like I said before, man, I got no quarrels with you. As a matter of fact, you are some noble warriors. I haven't had a tussle like that in years. I think we would work well together. I think we could make a hell of a lot of money together. And I'm kind of inclined to believe that you two didn't kill Valius. I don't know why, but that's just what it is. I wouldn't have released you otherwise.
5 seconds.
It's a business decision for us to work together that we can all benefit from."
I turn.
Who's
to SG.
we? How do we benefit from this transaction?
Do you like money?
We have money already.
Some
I mean,
money.
you can
You have a
always have
ton.
more money.
I like telepathically message Glib like, Glib, are we in need of money?
I'm
Actually,
pretty sure that the death.
wait, who
I'm
had your
pretty sure
money?
that the god we just released.
Did Canyon
I think
have
we
your
all
money?
pocketed it.
Yeah, but Canyon probably had at least some of it. So you are down like
Oh, yeah.
1/3 of your money for note.
We're down a third,
Yeah.
but we were already we weren't exactly relying on the trust
That's
of
true.
each other.
That's true.
for-
That's true. I'm just noting. I'm just noting that you did lose some of your supplies when Canyon.
We
got
did lose
stuck.
some of our money. I think as I'm holding it, I go. It is true you could always use more money. However, I'm not saying this out loud. I'm telepathically communicating. I'm still just staring you down as as the things are holding you, and all I'm thinking is, okay, we could always use more money, except for the fact that we did just release a demon into the world that probably is going to fuck shit up royally, and I don't think that monetary gain is our primary goal here.
You're right. I think we should make contract with him to fight a battle with us that he cannot break, or
That
he
was
dies.
speaking my language.
This
I
is
think that was
telepathic.
I think that was telepathic.
Ah,
for note.
telepathic.
I don't think you could hear that.
No,
Damn.
you're just
Okay.
standing there while we're just staring
Staring
at
at you.
By the way, those tentacles are gonna run out like literally any second, Glib.
Oh yeah, no, I know. You know what? Fuck it. I drop him and I'm holding him fucking chokehold style
Alright.
because I know he doesn't want to fight
Tiny
me.
Yeah.
I'm just
hand.
grabbing it. I have big hands, but I'm
Tiny.
small. It's just
Mm-hmm.
so the frog is holding you by the throat. Be warned.
Got it.
Okay, so the tentacles dropped you slowly. That might be a good sign. That's okay. All right. So I agree. We should probably also still telepathically.
Yeah.
We should probably form a contract with him, make it so that he has to work for us, and if he breaks that by any means, we either feed him to Polnaros, which he does not know we cannot do, or I get to eat him.
That's fair, and that's in contract. There's no loophole.
No loophole. He either helps
That's
us
a good
or
legal
he
trick.
dies.
In the contract, it says there are no loopholes.
There are no loopholes. That is clause number 2.
No
Hey, that's
funny.
another
no
good
funny
episode
existed.
title.
All right.
This or there are no loopholes.
I mean, honestly,
Okay.
either.
I'm
Okay,
writing all of these
so-
down.
Yeah,
Does this sound?
Mm.
Are these terms agreeable, SG? Do we want to work with this?
I like these terms to this agreement. Also,
Okay.
I think part of the agreement should be that he has to go retrieve items for us.
I like this. He's our patsy.
And
We can
he
work
is
with
not
this.
allowed to lick Jared unless I give permission.
I don't think he knows what Jared is, but we'll work with it.
That's fair.
I'll interject real quick and just say, Goodbit, you saw like some sort of evidence locker or items placed in the room that you were just in. So, for note, if you want to have that info.
Yes.
Ooh, I should've-
And
I
you
should've
work
snuck
for
away.
us to be, if we make that clear, you work for us. Yes.
Do I hear this now? They're on at each other for like the past minute and a half. I don't really know.
Okay, before we say the deal, I'm gonna pull him in, pop the fangs out, and like get within an inch of his fucking neck, and just go. We make a deal, or you're a fucking skin suit. Got it?
That sounds like good business to me. What's the deal?
SG.
You work for us in signed contract, and you don't violate contract because there are no loopholes.
Hmm. No loopholes. That's a good addition. Most people
Yes,
forget
yes.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Listen, I'm
And if
happy
you
to
break
work with
the
y'all.
contract, if you break the contract in any way, I drink you, or the demon drinks you. You got that?
Believe it or not, I've signed on to worse. I'm in, but we got to get my briefcase.
All right.
And I'm no longer in Mind Flayer mode. I'm in.
I got no
Mannequin
emotional
mode.
ties to the Chaos faction. I just get paid.
What can we get from you that's collateral? Because we don't have anything to sign.
That's a very good question. I do have, for on-the-fly business opportunities, a contract-making kit in my briefcase.
I'll allow it. That sounds reasonable enough. Your whole
Okay.
aesthetic is businessman. So as a business student myself, we all carry those around. So
Obviously.
sure, I'll allow it.
On the fly contract.
On the
Yes, got it.
fly.
Can you
Otherwise known
extend
as
invisibility
paper,
to other
I
people?
guess.
You get it. You get it at graduation.
If I can cast it as a third level, and that's the highest I can go, so I can do 2 people, me and somebody else, or 2 other people that aren't me.
Remember that the other room is a little occupied right now as well.
The other room is occupied, and at this point, probably 20 feet of water.
And
Yeah, it's
probably a
probably
couple
just
drowned
water to the
corpses.
ceiling. A couple? Probably mostly drowned corpses at this point.
All right, evidence locker, and we get out. We sign contract and get out, or get out then sign contract.
Whatever
We
y'all
need
feel
each other to
comfortable with.
escape, so we'll sign the contract once we leave.
That's
Yes.
good business. Let's do it, gang.
All right. I drop him. I'm not shaking his fucking hand, but I drop him. I drop him, and I look at him, and I still say, what I said before still stands, mustache.
I'm gonna bring up the character art one more time now that Goodbit has officially joined the party. For anyone who just came in, we'll have his official character card next week. But this is the mysterious Mr. Goodbit is how I had him set up there. So this is the new party member for now.
Terms and conditions all understood, Frogman. Pleasure doing business.
Fuck you.
Let's get a
We
move
started
on.
off with the worst foot possible.
The worst possible foot. Could not be any worse.
I want to point like I don't remember if I've ever said this on camera, but I know at one point we talk a little bit after the sessions usually, and Panda said like he liked this campaign because one thing that's really interesting about this compared to a lot of others that he's watched is that like the party is not friends; they're like working together because they have to.
Yeah.
And I like how this session we have just doubled down on the party hates each other, and it's great. I love it.
The only person that people consistently are like, nah, I got no bad feelings is SG. Where both Canyon and SG had like a movie montage with my fucking unconscious body.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
we're
They're
like,
friends.
okay, I'm gonna rely on her judgment if I should kill you or not. But she obviously knows what the fuck to do over here.
Yeah. Anyway, you're going to get the evidence?
Yeah,
out?
back over to
Yeah.
the...
Yeah. We'll
Evidence
say
locker.
that I'm assuming that all of you have at least some swimming capability. I know Glib is technically the only one who really can, but for the
Yeah.
purposes of not drowning you, I'll assume that you can at least swim.
I
a
also
little
don't
bit.
need to breathe.
Yeah,
Wait,
you're fine.
can I just like walk through the water outside the door, just like open it and just walk in? Like,
You have sticky feet, so sure, let's say that because you can kind of stick to the bottom.
Nice.
okay.
So yeah,
So,
you're able to retrieve the evidence without many issues. The spellcasters who were in the other room, the water still ends at the other room, but they seem pretty freaked out. So they don't really question you. They're very
I just
traumatized.
realized I didn't tell my god what to do, so I'm probably just as surprised as everyone else when I open that door
True
and
enough.
see
Yeah.
the whole room flooded, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and everyone in there except Elias is not present. He got out, but everyone else in there is very dead. Kind of just floating up at the top, thunking into the ceiling.
Very
Wait,
dead.
hold on. Chat's telling, is Blob still in there?
Oh yeah, Blob's just kind of swimming around. He's fine.
Blob is
He's
so
fine.
cute. I love Blob. I just
He's-
imagine he's just like. Yee!
He's swimming around amongst the corpses. He kind of
This
comes
might
up
just be-
as you walk out. He comes up and he's like, "I couldn't find anybody."
That's
Blob
fine.
did a great
Come on,
job.
get back in your bag. You did a good job.
Bye, Blob. See you later.
All right, so you get the evidence out. There's nothing else in there at the moment. I know someone was probably going to ask if there was more loot, but I'm assuming once you get that, you're just heading out of the room.
Yeah.
Wait, so I think at some point, Glib, we should find out what your quarterstaff does.
Oh, we do the contract as well in the evidence locker.
Oh yeah, you do the contract
Right.
with I imagine it's fairly bare bones.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Pull out a
Can
scroll
we-
and some.
This is just a role playing thing in my head.
Yeah.
Can he write it and then we have to review it to make sure that he didn't
Go
fucking-
ahead. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
That will be,
Because
that'll be a
he's the
good
guy
scene.
with the contract making.
Go
We're
for it.
trying to figure out if we're getting fucked over
Go
here.
for
write
it,
it up.
Nathan. Define your terms.
And then fucking Glib just stares at it for like 20 minutes.
Do I have to do like an intuition check or anything?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, do a. I guess that's insight. I guess let's call that insight. Well,
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of thinking like. I'm
Is it
kind of thinking. I was about to
intelligence?
say. I'm kind of thinking that that's an intelligence check, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm inclined to say that that is an intelligence check right there.
All right. Come on, Nat
Okay.
20. Come on, Nat 20.
Work with me.
Come on, Nat 20.
I got a 16.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, yeah, you get the general. You're
Come on, Nat
somewhat
20. Come on.
miraculously able to wade
Just
through
a
it.
10.
SG
not-
is much more, a 10 is perfectly average, right? So SG,
Yeah.
imagine all of you guys and everyone in the chat, imagine pulling up a random legal contract and looking at it. SG understands it as much as you would in that moment. So not very well. But Glib is able to sort of skim through, get the gist of it. I guess technically it's up to Nathan if it is legitimate or not.
Yeah.
It is legitimate. At this point, going through Mr. Goodbit's mind, either Raelius is dead, and so he has no real ties to this faction anymore, and no one to be mad at him for switching sides, or Raelius isn't dead, and he's now going to be helping save him. So that clears any miscommunication. So it's good
Okay.
business.
So the contract
good.
is legitimate.
Good business.
Can I have like
Alright.
a footnote to the contract? You can't say the word business anymore.
Oh!
SG writes that in. Is that? I'll let you react as you will.
You can't. It's like asking me to shave my mustache.
It's in contract, yes, no?
There's no loopholes, man.
No loopholes.
You got to work with this.
Fine. And
This
he'll
motherfucker's
sign.
Expand
some
your
other way to say
vocabulary.
this fucking word, isn't he? He's gonna go from business to business in 2 seconds.
All right, we'll let that happen later. The ramifications of that will be felt, I'm
Roll up.
sure.
Contract rolled up, stuffed in. Wait, which one of us has the bag of holding? Did we get rid of the bag of holding? Did it explode? I don't remember what happened to our bag of holding.
The shard flew out of the bag and broke the portal, but that was the last time you
But
used
who
it.
had the bag at the last time?
You.
Was it-
Yeah, it was SG. So
Oh, okay,
good.
it's returned to you in the locker. And also, for note, you do
Okay.
have Goodbid's briefcase as well, which
Yes.
from what you've seen seems to function the same way.
I do
Right.
dip my entire upper torso into it anytime I need something.
Yeah.
I don't trust him with the contract that binds him to death if he fucks up. So I'm gonna
This
hand that
is
over
fair.
to SG
Yes.
and be like, I'm more liable to burn it than you are, because food. So you can go ahead and take that.
So
You're more trustworthy than me, so let's go handle business over
Thank
here.
you.
S-
I'm just
Don't
so
you
happy
fucking
to be
dare.
reunited
I
with
know
Jared.
exactly what you're thinking. Don't you fucking dare.
That is a smart decision.
There we go. Good man. Smart choice.
So with the formalities of Goodbid joining the party all taken care of, you are able to swim out of the chamber, and you come out actually onto another alleyway. It seems that most of Raelius's facilities are hidden in this sort of same way. But upon exiting, I want everybody to make an Arcana check.
Oh.
God damn. Is another motherfucker gonna pop out of an alleyway and throw me halfway to
Maybe.
New Jersey? Let's check
I
this
got a
shit.
15.
Right,
15,
that
okay.
is. That's a 3.
Damn.
Three
It's an
is
Arcana
nothing.
check, right?
Arcana check.
Is
Yeah.
that what we're doing?
That's actually interesting. With the way this roll has gone, okay.
14.
Okay, you know what? That's enough. We'll describe Goodbid's. Goodbid, upon exiting this sort of secure location, you notice something just feels off. You aren't really sure what. You don't really have any frame of reference for it, but something is definitely wrong. It's almost as if like things are sort of brighter. Like literally, like the light of the area around you is brighter. Glib, however, you notice the same energy, but the sort of distinct brightness and the feel of it is vaguely reminiscent of the Chaos Realm.
Shit. SG, we need cover now.
Cover.
Now.
Well, I can't.
Hold on, what's happening?
I mean, since you're down to us in
Get
contact,
Jared.
I feel like we can tell you now. There might be very powerful chaos demon escape from the chaos realm that is free in retreat.
What's it look like?
And absolutely wants to change all of reality to fit his artistic vision. He's essentially a normal human being with his head turned upside down, who's skinny and
far
looks
as
like
He's
you know.
also wearing Raelius's armor, so if you think you see Raelius's armor, he's not.
Yeah,
Got it.
last time we saw him, he was a skinny little puppet man in Raelius's armor with an
Yes.
upside down head. But then again, he did transform into smoke and fly off into the sky cackling like a demon last time that we saw him.
It is
So.
all accurate.
Welcome to the party,
And
pal.
now I would have signed that contract. Well, here we are.
Yeah, contract didn't mention that part. Nothing immediately happens though. I will. You're sort of free to do as you will right now. You are not immediately jumped by anyone or anything.
I mean, Polneros does not know about safe house, right? So we can hide in safe house.
Safe house is a good idea. However, this entire area is brighter in the same way that the Chaos Realm is. Something changed.
Definitely
Something's
changed.
not
Should we go
right
back
here.
to Portal?
Can I roll perception? Can I figure out
Yeah,
what
you can
is
roll
going
perception if you
on?
want. Since
I
you
feel
noticed
also
it with
Okay.
I will say if
also
those who noticed the specific change with the
Oh,
Arcana
okay.
can so SG cannot,
Ah,
but I can let
Motherfucker.
Okay,
8.
you don't
I got
really
an 8.
notice
got a 12.
anything notable.
Shit.
Goodbid, you can
No.
as well if you want. You won't probably get as much insight since you don't have the experience, but you can try.
I rolled a 12.
A 12, yeah. You also don't really get any notable stuff. Though again, you are just in a random
Okay.
alleyway right now. It's not like you can see a lot around you.
Right. Okay. Guards up, everybody, but let's try and make our way back to the
Yes.
safe house then.
So, exiting the alleyway, you do immediately realize you are not in an area of the city that you recognize. So you're not sure entirely where you are relative to the safe house.
I was just about to ask where we were.
Yeah, I will say, good, but you actually do have a better idea of how the city works. Because I don't know if you're a Rift Reach native or not. You can determine that in your backstory. But
I am.
okay, you are. Then yes, you actually do know where you are, but you don't know where their safe house is unless they tell you.
Well, folks, where's the safe house?
You can.
That is good question, is it not?
Excellent question.
How about you tell us where we are and we can locate where the safe house will be from
Well, according to the buildings, Matt, where are we?
I mean, it's just so far it's just a nameless district. I don't want to go and make up something. You describe the area that they are in. Again, though, SG and Glib, you still don't know where that is relative to your safe house. The safe house map that you got was basically it was not a map, it was directions, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. So if you can bring us to club, we can tell you where safe house is.
And good,
exactly.
You would know where Ray club is. You have been there before.
Got it.
All right.
That I can do. Follow me.
As you go, I want everybody to make another perception check. And then for note, this is not like immediately happening. Just like at some point along this is a perception check for the journey at large.
All right, that's 15.
Okay, 15. 5 Glib's
16.
Glib, so SG and Goodbid are looking around, and I'm imagining Glib is very focused on how he's going to execute Goodbid the second he's given the opportunity. But SG and Goodbid...
I'm making up recipes.
And I say Goodbid especially, actually, since you are a native of Riftreach. The attitude of people is different. People seem like, just sort of the vibe of the crowd. People seem like on edge. Just as you're walking, like people are keeping their heads down, shuffling from place to place very quickly. There are less people on the streets. People just seem generally freaked out.
Can we ask someone what's wrong?
You can.
So I just ask like the least threatening looking person I see in range. Like, excuse me, everyone seems to be on the edge. Is something the matter?
What's the least? You approach kind of a chubby halfling, someone who looks very, very unassuming, and they kind of look up at you confused. Have you not heard?
I've been inside for a while. I've been getting over a cold.
The disappearances and everything.
No, disappearance is not ringing a bell. I'm new to Riftreach, so I don't understand.
Would I know anything about that?
No, you have no idea what this is.
I don't know.
So the halfling kind of just looks a little skeptical and he goes, "Well, just be safe," and very quickly shuffles off.
Okay, so we don't know what has been going on. You don't know. And
I ain't heard nothing about it.
How long have we been away?
You don't actually know. You don't know how long you were within that chamber. And gameplay purpose, you got a long rest, so it doesn't seem like it was immediate. But technically, you don't know how long you were there. Okay. You can ask what day it is, but
it wouldn't make a difference. We don't know what day. We don't know how long time passes in this game.
Yeah, we didn't know what day was when we went in.
You go up to somebody. No. How long has it been since I got put in prison?
Well, we don't know what that's all about. We might find out later.
Wait a minute.
And
Actually, hold on. Can I pull someone to the side? Go up to someone who looks like official but not super threatening.
What do you mean official but not super threatening?
I'm talking about the closest, not Symmetry's agent, but somebody who obviously lives here.
So
somebody who's lived here for a while and someone who's not going to be I don't want a street level person, but I want somebody who I can be you probably know.
Okay, so just somebody like middle class, let's say. You don't. Yeah. There don't seem to be a lot of rich people around.
Right.
Assuming they're staying inside because they can. But you can pull aside somebody who's middle class. They look. When you say pull aside, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
Walk up. Hey, buddy. Just can I talk to you?
Let's actually roll persuasion
DM.
real quick.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
13.
So yeah, the person seems a little suspicious of you. It's let's be basic. It's just a human man. Seems a little suspicious of you. Yes, fine. What's up?
Okay. Definitely gonna have to roll a deception because I'm about to lie. I'm sorry, man. I've been out of it for a few days. You know how it is. Hit it too many pubs and such. But Last thing I remember before I went to drink, a good friend of mine, he worked at the what's the name of that guy we fucking killed? DM question.
Do you remember?
The dude that Canyon shot in the face. I'm trying to remember
Can't remember? Damn, that sucks.
Started with an M.
No, not his name,
Oh,
like
the Ministry
where
of Light
we
or something
were.
like that?
Ministry of Light, yeah. How many the good buddy of mine, one of the higher ups at the Ministry of Light, he got killed by some fucking people that broke in. You know how long ago
I'm
that
gonna
was?
be a little bit of a mean DM here, but I gotta be mean. I've been so nice to you sometimes.
Bastard.
I gotta be mean. Roll deception with disadvantage.
You have. Fuck. Disadvantage. All right.
Pro gamer person, thank you for the 100 bits, and thank you to anyone who's been sending stuff. I have a lot to manage on my other screen, so I don't look at the chat too often, but I really do appreciate everybody who's subscribed and donated stuff.
13.
I just happened to see pro gamer person, so thank you to them and everyone. I do appreciate
13.
you. 13. Okay. The guy kind of looks at you. Goes, "You mean the Commission of Light?"
Right, yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's the drink.
It's fine. It was sort of thinks for a second. It was like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. And for time that implies, I'll do the math for it. You've been out for about a day at least.
Okay. All right. Thanks, buddy. I just needed to know that before I headed home. Thank you. And I walk away.
Sort of
and I come back to us and bit.
He casts a suspicious glance as he walks off, but he does walk off.
Okay. I'll walk back to all of us and bit. We were out for a day. Ish.
The hell?
All of this.
What has Polaris been up to in 24 hours? Well, quite a lot, it seems.
I don't know, but has anyone else noticed the fact that there's no rich people around? At all?
Well, rich people can afford to not be out if there's a dangerous lunatic walking the streets.
We met a potential government official on our first day in 5 seconds, walking in the middle of the city. I don't think that rich people being scarce is normal for here.
It depends on the district, but I will say, like, there you would normally see a couple in this area.
Everyone seems real off, and I don't see anybody who's got any amount of influence around. And everyone seems very, very off.
Could this be work of your little demon buddy? You haven't really told me much about him.
Yeah, most definitely. Probably has to do with him.
Usually his stuff that he does looks a little bit weirder than this, though.
But he might be learning very quickly.
Yeah,
Did I hear that they were talking about disappearances? Did Goodbid hear that?
I mean, yeah, I would think so. I don't think that first conversation was like meant to be private. If it
Right.
was, correct me, but you were just asking somebody what's up, right? So yes.
Well, I reckon then he's probably taking these folks out to do who knows what to them. You say he's some weird eldritch demon. Motives
Couple
don't always
thousand
make
years old.
sense.
That's true, but why would he go? Did we say anything specifically about the rich people when we first met him?
I will say, don't jump to, as sort of a DM note. Don't jump to that immediately as a thing. Momo was kind of right on the point where like something sketchy is happening, so they're not out on the streets because they might be targets for whatever it is. That's sort of that was more what I was going for with that point. Especially, I mentioned it because Panda specifically said he was looking for somebody official, so I was like, you don't see any like very like rich looking people out. That was my explanation for that. Don't drill too heavily down that. I'll go ahead and tell you that as a little DM hint to not derail you too much.
Okay.
I think we should just make our way to the safe house as quickly as possible. We don't want to cross paths with Polneros, especially right now when a couple of us are down quite a few spell slots.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. All right, let's get going.
Okay. As you continue on, I'll say you don't have to make a perception check for this. Out of a nearby alleyway, you hear laughing.
Is fucking Frankie gonna show up?
Not like the creepy Polnaros laughter, but like, I hate to make this description, but like think sort of like Joker laughter, like someone who has gone crazy and is just kind of maniac, you know, someone who is insane laughing in an alley.
Okay.
You can pass it by if you want, but the note is you do hear it.
There ain't no fucking way I'm passing that shit.
Fair enough.
Oh boy.
I have. Is he in darkness? Is that like?
Yeah, what time of day is it right now?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I hadn't actually necessarily determined. Let's just say it's like mid-afternoon. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like notably dark. Let's say it's what it is now. It's around 7 p.m. I mean, I'm in Central Time. I don't know where. Oh well, I know where most of you guys are.
Yeah.
But it's you know late afternoon.
Okay, so I look into the alley and I hold my hand out, stop everyone, like. Hello?
You see a man. He doesn't look particularly insane, weirdly, but he's definitely acting it. He's, you know, kind of just leaning against the wall, laughing, taking a swig from a bottle every now and then. But otherwise, he looks fairly normal. Like, this does not look like it's some you know, schizophrenic homeless man or anything of that sort.
He might just be a drunkard. We should probably keep going.
You saw me as a drunkard. There ain't no. I didn't laugh all that.
No,
much,
you
did
were
I?
almost dead.
Man,
Guess we got a lightweight.
that's
over here.
that's the craziest. You didn't drink it.
It was a drink called the Mind Flayer.
You okay,
familiar
buddy?
with it?
You would know what the Mind Flayer is. I mean, you saw the episode. You know, but yes, you would know what it is in character.
That's one hell of a drink.
He's
You
one
drank
hell
one
of a
of those?
lightweight.
Yeah, so don't be too critical.
He had a sip.
And you're still alive?
I swear to God. Do you want to continue being?
Okay.
Shut the fuck up, buddy. I'm still coming over the hangover of that shit. I'm hungry. Fuck you. Hey! And I yell over to the guy who's
Kinda looks over
laughing.
you. What?
You okay?
No, I'm not okay.
What is the matter with you?
What are you?
Sort
what
of
you laughing
puts the
for,
drink
bud?
down and kind of drunkenly shambles over to you, and kind of like, you know, he's a drunk guy. He sort of like flops his hands on your shoulders and he goes, "My house, my family, they're just gone."
What do you mean? Like dead?
I don't know. I went home, and home wasn't there.
Where is this home of yours, or where was it?
He walks back. He sort of like gestures to you and goes back to the other side of the alleyway. And he points at what seems to be an empty lot. That seems completely normal. He just kind of points at it over there.
Oh, wait.
Your home used to be there.
Well, where'd it go? Did it grow legs and walk off?
Maybe. Who knows?
I'm gonna look over at SG and be like, "Hey, you remember all those weird ass houses?"
I
in the
do remember
uncanny
them
valley?"
quite clearly. Hey.
Okay.
Okay, so plan.
Sorry to hear that, man. I'm turning around to you guys. I don't think we can.
I don't think we
I'm
can
not
help this
entirely.
guy either.
I don't know what this has any business doing with our demon friend.
He continues
Well, it
seems like
laughing
I'm drunk.
for a moment, and after a moment, you hear a woman's voice from behind you. Quickly shout, "Edwin, what are you doing out?" And she walks over to him and sort of rips the drink out of his hand. Puts her arm around him and she goes, "I'm so sorry about his everything. I'm his wife."
And you are?
He says that your house has disappeared. Where is it?
Oh, it's a few streets down. I'm sure he's just had too much of this. And she actually sort of tosses the bottle to the ground where it shatters. Edwin, by the way, is continuing just laughing and acting sort of similar to the way that he was a moment ago.
Hey, Edwin, buddy. You know this
Kinda
lady?
looks at her sort of quizzically and then starts laughing harder.
Can I roll like insight to see if she's lying?
You can roll insight.
That is not a D20.
I would recommend rolling a d20.
That is only an 8.
Okay. She seems to be telling the truth from what you can tell.
Can I do an Arcana check on him to see if like there's something magically wrong with him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that a nat 20? That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. No magic seems to be affecting this man. He just seems like he's kind of lost it.
Okay. But not by magical means. Like he's just crazy.
Well, I mean, you do not detect any magic on him. That's all I can tell you from the Arcana check. What made him crazy is up in the air. You don't know that. But he is not under the effect of a spell at the moment.
And there is no ambient magic I detect with a nat 20.
No.
Well,
for
that
all
was
intents
a
and
waste
purposes
of
of a nat 20, he seems to be a drunk man with strange beliefs as to what's going on. After a moment, the wife sort of, I'm so sorry to inconvenience you. I'll take him home now. And she walks, as she sort of, continues, takes him over into an alleyway across the street in the direction that she said their home was in. And after a moment, you hear a shriek and then silence.
Looks like we should follow that sound, no?
I go where my clients tell me.
I guess Okay. Sure.
You head over to the alleyway, and it is empty.
And there's no way that was Polneros that's now figured out how to shapeshift himself into a more convincing form, right?
We did kind of accidentally release him into the world after he had been locked behind a dimension for thousands of years.
That is true.
There is a possibility that he has learned how humans look and act now that he has first-hand experience.
That is true. So we are still royally fucked, if not more so.
Shit.
Y'all are a fun bunch.
Well, back to
Okay.
the safe house we go.
I reckon this is none of our business.
Homeboy's fucking gone. There's not exactly much we can do about it, so...
So you continue your way to the safe house unless you have anything else that you would like to do. And you arrive there with few problems. You stop at Raelius's club and get to that general area, at which point Goodbid can guide you there. So you're at the safe house now.
All right. So we need a plan because everything keeps getting more confusing and also worse. I have a feeling that we might need to return to the Chaos Realm, or at least open that gateway again. How do we do that?
Didn't Mystery Man break that?
Mystery Man? It was trapped on the other side.
To recap, what happened with the gate? Polnaros closed it with Callisto on the other side.
Right.
That is all you know.
So Polnaros is the one that destroyed it.
It's true, and I hope he's not the only one that can open it. But I'm starting. I have this thought. Maybe if chaos and order are the same side of different sides of same coin, is there possible that order portal also leads to other end of chaos portal?
Or possibly a mirror version of it?
It's the best shot if we can't get into one portal, and that's the only other portal that we know of.
We have to talk to the
Mr.
lady, don't we?
Do you know where we can find order portal?
Matt?
No, you would have no idea.
What do I know about these portals just in general?
So you don't really know much. You know that that Symmetry has split into two factions, and you know that you and a lot of other bounty hunters were contracted to hunt down Raelius's killers in the event that ever happened. That is pretty much the extent of your knowledge.
So I get the feeling that at this point they know more than I would.
About the situation at large, they actually do, yes.
Got it. I'm not really much help here, gang.
Well,
I know.
We're not exactly...
You know who would know?
Who?
The leader of the order.
Minerva? I mean, she
Minerva.
seemed nice enough when we first met her. I think she's probably quite pissed that we'd impersonated her and sent all of her troops away and ended up freeing the terrible monster that she was trying to keep captured.
She doesn't know that yet, does she?
She does not.
I mean,
Okay.
not necessarily. You let those people go. Like,
We did.
She definitely might.
She might know
She
that,
might.
but we did not
We
kill
don't
anyone
100%
important.
know that she
So
knows that.
You don't know that she knows that, but you can't say for sure that she definitely does not. It has been a day, and presumably some of her better people were the ones that you tricked. So,
and we also did not kill anyone incredibly important. Yes, unlike the Chaos faction, where we
Yet.
did kill one of their higher ups.
Yeah, we did
Have
kind
you
of get sworn
guys-
into.
Told Mr. Goodbid about any of what you have done up to this
No.
point?
I'm fully
Not a
assuming that
goddamn thing.
everything that they are saying right now is the first that you have heard of their adventures first.
I'm hearing stuff about impersonating government officials. I'm hearing murder.
You signed a legal contract with 2 wanted criminals by every single government organization that is ruling the world right now.
And you legally cannot tell anyone that. Because no loopholes.
And you legally cannot tell anyone or break the contract or we will murder you.
So be it.
I love these blurred lines between
And
contracts
it won't be a
threats.
crime. That won't be one of the 1,000 crimes that we
This time it's
have.
gonna be legal murder.
This time we'll kill you for
It's-
legal purposes. Even if we get caught,
It's
your
not
death
much,
won't
but
be
I guess
on us.
technically it's one step up the ethical ladder.
So I think their only idea is to go to the Order faction and ask them to please open their portal. And hopefully there's not a
Yep.
worse version of Polnareus in there.
All right, time to be scary. After hearing you all speak for a moment, out of seemingly nowhere, you hear a voice that is similar to 2 out of 3 of you. Say, Minerva. This voice just sort of comes from the air around you.
Shit.
And after a moment, the still upside down face of Polnareus sort of shifts out of one of your walls into the room.
No.
I don't like it.
No. No.
After a moment, several of his arms also shift out of the walls and ceiling and floor, blocking all of the exits.
Oh!
I don't like it. I don't like.
I told you I watched.
God
I told you
damn
I
it,
watched Multiverse of Madness
Polnareus!
before this. This is what was gonna happen.
Fuck.
So who?
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Hi.
How much of that did you hear?
You've been busy.
Do you like what I've done?
I would say that the colors are
Sure.
brighter around here.
I can be anything now. I've
Sure, it's
learned.
brighter.
A friend, family, a home. Anything I want is me.
I reckon you're that Polnareus fellow, huh?
He, does the same sort of snap
him,
over
yeah.
to Goodvid, leans in and goes, "Hello, have we met?"
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
One of his, creepy double hands emerges and seems to hold out for a handshake.
You'll shake it. Pleasure to meet you.
shakes-
Nah, that's good
I'm
business,
Mr.
right?
You
Goodvid.
shake it. My name is Polnareus. These lovely people freed me.
Lovely indeed.
And the hand sort of retracts back into the floor.
So what's up, Paul? What you been up
I've
to,
been
buddy?
looking and learning and changing. It's so lovely here.
Yes, about the changing bit. We did have sort of a minor conversation, but you did turn into like a gas form and disappear before we were able to finish. So since you now have time and energy, we should have this conversation about changing people without their consent.
Yes, I was quite mad at you, I admit, before, but now I've realized that I don't care that much. It's okay. I understand what you're meaning.
So you will
Okay.
take this under
So-
consideration before changing people without their consent, right?
I understand what you want.
It's not understanding as much as like not doing it.
You seem to be relying on the fact that you understand and less on the idea of actually
Yes, that's what my
implementing
concern
it,
is,
bud.
Well, yes. I'm not going to stop, of course.
Well,
Okay.
So what's your end goal here,
Could
pal?
you-
He whips back around to Goodbid and goes, "Ah, yes. You didn't hear before. I'm going to change the world. Make it how I like.
How?
I don't...
And I imagine you don't like it full of sunshine and rainbows then.
Oh, no. I love sunshine and rainbows. Perhaps I'll
Then we
make
have
more."
something in common.
The sky outside gets even bright, almost like aggressively bright after you say that.
I'm gonna turn over to Goodbid and be like, "Hey, you ever given a 5-year-old a bunch of paint and told them to paint whatever they want?
I don't like kids.
You ever seen what a child does when you give them complete artistic freedom?
I imagine it's nightmarish.
They don't do very good things because they don't fully understand the world around them. And you just told a 5-year-old with the powers of a god if they're going to make more sun and rainbows.
Not a terrible use of power.
How about you
I
don't
got
give
it.
him?
No more ideas.
How about you don't give him any more
Polaris has been
ideas? Yeah, thanks.
listening to this
that's
whole
good.
whole
Good plan.
conversation, by the way. He goes, "I am no child."
Yep. It's a good thing. It's a compliment, buddy. It's innocence and all of
He
that.
thinks about that for a second and goes, "No, I don't suppose I am."
I don't suppose you are, no.
But it seems from what you said that this Minerva might want to stop my fun. So perhaps I'll have a visit with her next.
no.
And
Well,
as
hey,
you
hold,
continue
buddy,
to
hey.
interject, all of the limbs retract back into the walls. At which point, the house itself sort of starts retracting in on itself, turning into an almost organic shape as it collapses, dumping you all on the floor, which is now an empty lot, very similar to the one that Edwin was pointing at, as the house vanishes in its entirety and Polnaros is gone.
Well, it seems like there's no safe house anymore, and nowhere is safe because Polnareus is everything and everyone.
All at once.
We gotta get to Minerva before he can. And I feel like he might already be there, but if we can find the portal before he does. I'm saying this telepathically, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
If we can find the portal before he does, then we might not need her.
Okay. The portal for the Chaos Realm was under somebody that we knew worked for the Chaos
So do you
Order.
think? Yes.
So maybe we need to find somebody who works for the Order side, and we can find the
But
portal.
we've been to their headquarters. You think their portal is underneath the headquarters?
I should point out, you do actually have a vague idea of where their headquarters is. It is at one of the spires of Riftreach, where Aurelius kind of works in the underground area.
Right.
Like, the Order headquarters is presumably central, where the peaks are highest, and it's up there.
That's our best shot because there's no way we're
Okay.
going to get to Minerva before he does.
You want to know the best way to find which spire they're in?
Oh.
Find the one with the big ass
That's
hole
true.
in the side. So, all right, can I call out Blob again? Buddy, I need you to fly to the tops of each of the spires and check which one's got a hole in it. I'll look
Why
through
are you
your
sitting
eyes,
on
all
the
right?
ground?
Because our house was actually a fucking demon. We need
Our house
some
was a
help,
demon.
man.
Fine. And he floats up, and this process takes a little bit because it's not particularly. I do actually
Okay.
believe that you do have a range limit on how far you can see through the eyes of your familiar. I think it's like 100 feet or something like that. But he can still communicate and
Probably.
find which one of them looks damaged and bring that information back to you. So unless you have some other plan you want to do, we can assume that that's what happens. You just won't literally see it.
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just need him to
So
look.
he is able to, he comes back to you sometime later, probably like, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour. He's sitting on the ground. Yeah.
Sitting on the fucking ground, just like throwing stuff at each
He
other.
comes back to you after a bit, and is able to sort of, with one of his squid tentacles, he points out which one of the spires has damage. It's been partially repaired, but has damage, comparable to what you have described.
Okay. We don't need to sneak in, because even if we get captured, we just need a conversation with her, right?
Assuming she's still alive by the time we get there.
We just need to talk to Minerva. Assuming she's still alive by the time we get there. Polnareff doesn't know who Minerva is.
That's right.
At all. He just learned about her from us. We know where she is. We know how to get there. We know where all of this is.
And presumably you're also still getting hunted by bounty
hunters. So
if
we go to this... And presumably we're also still getting hunted by Frankies. So I think if we collectively just went and like knocked on the fucking door and was like, we need to talk to Minerva right now, they'd probably let us in. The last time they saw us, we got fucking kidnapped.
Yes, but then
by
in
their
between
enemy.
that time, we did impersonate Minerva and send most of her troops back from...
Which would mean she would want to talk to us even
Fair enough. Okay, let's do it.
more. We don't need her good graces. We just need to get in her presence.
Fair enough.
Okay? We
Question
good?
beforehand. Good, Mr. Goodbid.
Yes.
Are you wanted by the Order?
Let's assume this is. I think this is probably a DM question. Let's assume you are not known as an agent of chaos, since you were kind of activated just like the day prior. Whether how notorious you want your criminal activities to be, I will leave in your hands. But you are not a known associate of Raelius.
Mr. Goodbid's been in the game for a hot minute, so fairly notorious. I mean, his image is iconic. You don't really forget getting murdered by the Monopoly Man, so it's like, I would say fairly notorious.
Okay. Well, in the event we get there and they don't know who you are for whatever reason, you will be our lawyer, or pretend to be lawyer, because again, you are under contract.
You got it.
We want to lie to the people that we're trying to
If
protect.
they try to arrest us and don't listen to what we say, then we call lawyer.
Okay, if we do get arrested and they don't want to listen to us, we don't really need them, do we? All we need is their portal.
Everyone roll a perception check real quick. I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump in real quick.
Okay.
Seems like a good time.
Perception.
I got a 16.
Actually, Momo, you roll with advantage.
14.
Okay. Awesome. Because that was a 7 before.
Okay.
And that was a 17.
17 is much better. What did the rest of you get?
I got 16.
16, 14.
I got a 14.
So, yeah, okay, I'll do like that. Momo, you actually noticed something before the others do. Sort of like a twinge in your mind. Nothing really that you've not something that you've felt in a while. But it does seem to remind you of the last time that you interacted with somebody psychic. And the other two of you, let's actually roll for this. You know what? We'll. Okay. Glib, what's your AC? Yeah.
My AC?
Actually, wait. Do I have it pulled
Glib
up
first?
You
should take it as a compliment, Glib. That means you look the most
To be fair,
threatening.
I actually did roll to see who was going to take this. It was random.
That
Every
is
single
so
bad guy's
funny.
like, we should take out Glib first.
AC. I'm
Armor
trying
class.
to. What's AC? What am I looking for?
He's gonna
Armor
be
It's
class.
the little
Okay.
armor
I think you're
thing.
probably fine, but I want to be sure just in case. Okay,
Oh,
yeah, you're fine.
13.
A crossbow bolt suddenly sort of strikes. It strikes a patch of you that is more clothed and sort of doesn't go into the skin from behind you, just out of the blue.
So did it just pass through like my
Yeah.
hood? Just
Let's do that.
Okay.
Well, that looks like the bounty hunters
All
must
right.
have found us, but... can I speak to the person telepathically?
Yeah, we'll say that you can sort of pinpoint them because of a sort of psychic connection.
Who are you? What do you want?
I I don't know how this would work. You hear sort of like a psychic gasp, if anything, as if they weren't really expecting some sort of telepathic communication. Again, I don't really know what to call it, but we're gonna roll with that.
Yeah.
SG, do you know where they are?
I don't know where they are per se. I do know they are psychic.
You will in a second, because out of the shadows steps a woman wearing sort of a light, almost like lilac purple armor. And you notice on one of her shoulder pads is the eye symbol that you recognize from Methuselah's book, signifying some sort of psychic connection that you're not fully aware of yet.
Mm-hmm.
Would I recognize this person?
You may have vaguely seen this woman as, another bounty hunter who is on the contract. You do not know her personally, but you know her enough to say that, yeah, this is presumably another bounty hunter who was put on your job.
Got it.
I turned to SG. Should I kill
No,
her?
I want to know what she has to say.
Okay. Should I trap her?
I should say, when she's walking, she doesn't have her crossbow raised or anything. She seems genuinely caught off guard and walking out, sort of willingly.
The last really nice dude we met threw us halfway
I'm just
across.
Giving you the information.
How did this? What brings you around here?
She completely.
Should I trap her?
Well, I'll see. You know what? Feel free to interrupt me in my speech if you decide to trap. She completely ignores Glib and Goodbid and starts kind of slowly, purposefully trying to seem a little non-threatening. Purposefully approaches SG. How did you do that?
How did you do that is a better question.
She sort of pauses for a moment and then turns her shoulder pad and kind of just points at it, sort of seeming to ask if you're recognizing it without saying anything,
I nod.
I thought I was the only one left.
Left?
Of the order.
What order?
Thought you said you recognized the symbol.
I know the symbol. I had a friend a long time ago that was a part of this. I don't know what it's called.
You're psychic, but you aren't part of the order?
No.
She sort of closes her eyes for a second, and your mind is filled with something that is, intentionally hard to describe, sort of just a concept. There's not really anything that you can put a mind, or you can't really put an image or a word to it. Just sort of your mind is filled with this idea. Suddenly goes, so that means nothing to you?
Nothing at all.
She sort of slumps, looking very, very shocked. Says, have you had this power since birth? Were you cursed?
I have always had this ability, and I would also like it if you were to not try to kill me or my associates.
She immediately, without hesitation, fully sheathed her crossbow. Sorry, I wasn't informed that there was another psychic on this job.
Well, there is no job per se. But you still have not answered the question, who are you and what do you want?
I suppose this is hard to explain if you are not familiar with the Order, but the Order is, it's an organization of psychics. It's nameless in a sense, but she sort of puts that same concept image into your mind. That is how we refer to it, psychic to psychic, in a way that only psychics can understand. We call it simply the Order in the presence of others, but that is our name, I would describe it as. You've really never heard of it?
Never really heard of it.
She, she pauses for a moment. But you were the one that killed Raelius, yes?
I wouldn't say kill per se.
I could see Goodbid about to say something, and I fucking grab him ahead of time. Just shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up.
And if
right
I
now.
was the one who may have killed him, then what?
I'm just, why? What happened? Look, I'm just trying to understand what's going on here.
I'm more confused than you are because you shot at us from the shadows. So if you could tell me why you are here. Are you another bounty hunter on this job?
I'm a bounty hunter hired on the same contract that I assumed you were, she gestures at Goodbit. But I wasn't told that there was a psychic, as I said. This is confusing news.
Excuse me. Brief interlude. Hired to
The
kill
ones who killed Raelius?
Who perchance do you think killed
I
Raelius?
was told it was you.
Us? You as a plural, or you as just a frog
Actually,
man?
There's been
I got shot
I would really
at.
like to know who told you this.
There has been a long-running contract, active for years now, that in the event of Raelius' death, several bounty hunters would immediately hunt down the people most likely to be responsible for it. I was told
Yes,
that
but who told you that he was dead?
he has some sort of magical tracker of sense on his armor. It went dark a few days ago. I'm assuming you know that, and yes, you would be vaguely aware of that, Goodbit. Presumably, for those of you who know the full situation, it seems that somehow getting stuck in the Chaos Realm has sort of like cut off Raelius's life tracker, so to speak, which is reading the same as him being killed, and that's what activated the contract.
Right.
Understand. Now
Okay.
I understand. Well, so basically, if you were told
who was presumed to be the,
I did
the
not hear
killers,
that. One more time, Panda.
you were about to tell us who was most likely to presume to be the killers. You asked if she was on the job, and you shot at me. So, who do you think was the person that killed Raelius?
I only have one crossbow out. I had to pick one of you to shoot first. I chose you. I've been told to hunt down both of you, and she points at Glib and SG. The third, he seems to be working with you. I don't know.
he's our social.
I'm under contract.
Yeah.
She gives you a weird look, but doesn't really push the issue further.
So basically, if the news spread that Raelius was not dead and just his armor was damaged, would people stop trying to hunt us down?
I would assume.
Well, I have good news for you. Raelius is not dead. He just doesn't have his armor.
Well, I have no reason to believe you, but if you're a psychic, then you understand. She sort of gestures to her head and then yours. May I?
Yes.
All right, so she steps forward cautiously and just sort of places a hand on your forehead. Her eyes start to glow a little bit, presumably sort of reading the events of the last few days and figuring out what happens. After
I would also like to remind everybody that we have absolutely no way to confirm that Raelius is not dead. The last time we saw him,
he wasn't
falling
falling.
down a
He
chasm.
had the river glider thingy.
you
air glider.
did not see that. The last thing you saw was him falling.
We didn't
was
see
well
that.
down before he swept up with his glider. That was for
He jumped.
So,
was
but she would still see that he jumped. We did not kill him.
yes, that is true. That is true.
Right.
Not technically alive.
We just have no way to confirm that he's
Yeah.
not dead.
But we did not kill him.
What you guys saw was him jumping off in what seemed to be an attempt to save Canyon. The scene where he grabs Canyon and flies off was, for lack of a better term, an end scene for the viewers, confirming that yes, things are going on there.
Fair.
But she would see him jumping off,
Right.
as Panda pointed out.
Yeah.
So she sort of reads the entire thing, and comes out of her trance. This is. Well, you didn't kill him, but what? That thing was oddly familiar.
I don't know why it would be familiar. Have you seen anything that's similar to this? Glib, have you seen any similar? I haven't.
I don't know, but that was Callisto in your mind. When did this happen?
It might have happened. Wait, do you know Callisto?
Why? Why? Wait, hold on. Why?
This would all be so much easier if you had any knowledge of the Order, but the Callisto was what do you know of Callisto?
Well, he was sort of an asshole to us. Are you familiar with his whole spiel?
To be clear, I'm not familiar with him personally, other than what I've seen. I'm not nearly that old, but yes, he did seem to be somewhat of an asshole to you, as you say.
Yes. So basically, he hired us to do job of going to the chaos portal, and then he kind of ghosted us.
But you know he was the founder of Symmetris then.
Yes, I know that.
One of them.
What do you mean, one of them?
Excuse me?
There were 3? Do you not know this?
3. You know what?
We were
Big
told
question.
he was the founder.
Was one of them... Did one of them have a name that started with a P?
The name escapes me, possibly, but
Oh,
roll insight.
How about you
on
tell
that.
me the
Roll
3
insight
people
on
that
I
found
want
it?
everyone to say.
Insight. Fuck.
Damn it!
Actually,
God damn it, that's a 4.
I got a natural 20.
Okay. You know what? I kind of changed my mind as I was saying, but she was telling the truth about that. It seems. Again, I sort of changed my kind of disregard that because DM changed his mind. DM changed his mind on what exactly he wanted to happen there, but he's.
Well,
No, but I mean, there were 3 founders of Symmetris. There was Callisto, and admittedly the name of the second escapes me. But then there was the leader of our order. He started this as well as Symmetris.
Doc?
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 No, the name rings a bell, but that was not it. I hesitate to say his name if you don't know.
I mean, you can project it into my mind.
That's true. She sort of sighs for a moment. Goes, well, I don't think that will be particularly helpful. I was attempting to sort of dodge that. She projects what is essentially another sort of concept into your head. Because that was his code name, so to speak. That was all we were supposed to refer to him as. We all have them. My name is, and again, she projects a third distinct thought into your head. You get the idea that this is very much a thing that this order communicates with, is like to protect
like just vague concepts.
To protect their minds from non-psychics and interference. They sort of have their own little like weird language that they use that you are not immediately familiar with, though you could probably learn it.
Okay. So that wasn't incredibly helpful, but so there's 3 people of the original Symmetris, yes?
Yes, and if you don't mind, she kind of gestures to your head again.
Yes, once more. Go ahead.
This time, instead of sort of viewing your thoughts personally, she sort of takes it and projects it into reality as Jared once did. But instead of projecting your memories directly, she is projecting the memory of Polnaros's that you saw. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Because if we refine, and she sort of plays with the little image a little bit, and you can see, again, all that was seen in that was presumably Polnaros, because it was viewed through his eyes, looking out of the portal, seeing Callisto closing it. But on the other side, past Callisto, you can see him reaching out to another portal on the opposite side and closing that as well. And you can vaguely see a figure in there.
Okay. Understood. So it seems my intuition about the order portal existing is true, but also might have equally bad monster behind.
Possibly this monster. What? Do you know any more about him that you can tell me? I mean, I've read it off your mind, so I assume not, but he seems... She kind of finally sits down on the ground next to you. Very still flustered and confused by all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have answers. Unless somebody, she looks at Mr. Goodbit, like...
Goodbid would not have any information about that. But then she sort of pauses for a second. Goes, he disappeared around. That's impossible. No, it couldn't be.
But it's not. What's impossible? Because a lot of impossible things seem to have been happening recently.
Well,
I'm a frog person. She's a changeling. There's a demon in the city, so...
And this guy just sucks.
she sort of sits back.
Little bit
She
of
goes,
calm
well-
for it, but...
Insulting.
She sits back for a moment. She goes, well, there were 3 founders. From what I could tell and what I know of the Order's founder, he worked with chaos. And the incursion happened, and there was only 1. 2 went into the portals. 1 was left.
Understood. So
Okay.
that means that the monster. Actually, before I go into rehash what I'm about to say, what would happen if whatever was behind one portal is now in our world?
And as an extension of that, what if somebody was trapped behind a portal for a couple thousand years?
Yes.
She kind of points at Glib and goes, that's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
I might have an answer for you, but can you answer us who got locked behind the chaos portal?
Again, his name is secret to me. I was never supposed to know. He kept it very guarded, but it was our founder. That's unfortunately all I can tell you right now.
Okay. And the order portal was... Who was locked behind the order portal?
She sort of
Same thing, I'm assuming.
I'm spitballing here, so to speak. There were 3 founders. They disappeared, and seemingly at the same time they disappeared, 2 beings were sealed away. It's a guess.
Okay.
Fuck.
So that means Callisto remained in our world. Bolneros
And
went
then the other 2.
with the Chaos Realm, and then we don't know who's behind the Order portal.
If memory serves, I believe his name was Aldor. But
Aldor.
Okay.
these, it goes without saying, of course, these are things that you won't find in traditional history books. Our Order has knowledge secret to us. You're lucky I found you.
Well, now that you found me, are you going to stick around, or are you going to head back to the village?
You're another psychic. That means I feel some kinship with you. Do you want assistance?
I mean, we could use help. Would you mind signing a contract, a legally binding contract?
I open my briefcase up.
I'm not.
It's prepped already.
I'm not going to sign any sort of contract. But if you need help, possibly rescuing our leader who's been turned into some sort of demon, I've sworn to do so.
Well, it seems
So
like
I
that's
got good news and bad news.
Yes. Glib will explain the good news and bad news because I want us to stay friends. You understand?
Thanks, SG. So good news. I can 100% say that we have rescued your founder from the Chaos Realm.
And the bad news?
The bad news is that he has been transformed into an elder god and wishes to reconstruct the entire world in his image.
That's not ideal.
It's not.
No.
It's not. It's actually very, very bad. Very bad happening.
So, what's your plan now? You were discussing something when I so rudely intervened.
Yes. So, are you aware
Fine.
of Minerva, the leader of the Order faction of Semestris?
Vaguely.
Yes. So, the leader of our order, let's call it Order of the Eye.
Of course, that makes sense.
Order of the Eye. Yes. So that order, the guy trapped behind the chaos portal, our leader, is going to kill her. And
Or in his own words, have a very nice conversation with her. But
Yes.
we're pretty sure that involves death. at
She's
some
going
point.
to die horribly. But we must go now and stop that. And possibly maybe open the order portal, which the leader of the chaos is trapped behind, yes?
Yes, well, to be clear, the chaos leader was our leader.
Oh, right, yes. And the
Right,
order
yes.
leader behind it.
Presumably, I mean, yes, I suppose it would make sense that being trapped in a chaos realm of some kind would be corrupting. I don't know if order would have that same effect, but if we could get Aldor, I would imagine they are equal powers that can handle each other.
Yes, and that's something we need, like now. Like now. Actually, like we need that 40 minutes ago.
But, wait, and Callisto? Where is he?
Do you want
Currently
good news or
trapped.
bad news?
Bad news first this time.
Okay, bad news is he is in Chaos Portal.
That's not good.
Worst news,
Yes.
Polnareff trapped him there, and there does not seem to be a way to get back in.
Good news is we know where he is.
Surprisingly, I'm not as worried about that as you might think. Callisto was always the strongest of them. If anyone can find a way out, it is him. But
I would like to add, the last time that somebody was stuck in there for an elongated amount of time, they turned into an elder god, and they were not the strongest one.
Yes.
So maybe you shouldn't be happy about that.
I'm not happy about it, but I don't think it's something we can deal with at the moment. I imagine that he is going through a lot of pain, both mentally and physically.
Well, that's no good because our actual friend is there, and we would like him to not be an elder god when we see him next.
As is the person that supposedly died. That started this entire bullshit in the first place.
Puts her
Yes.
head in her. Oh, yes, Raelius is there too. I'm sure he's enjoying himself at the very least.
Tune in next week to see the adventures of Ken and
We'll figure something. I still haven't decided how we're gonna do that, but we'll do something fun for it.
100% feels like it.
We'll
Anyway.
Just release it in graphic novel form.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
And take months, but
We'll
we'll
do
figure
a
something out.
a special episode where me and Momo play completely different characters in the Chaos Realm, adventuring with
I'd be
them.
down. That'd be
The
fun.
one shot.
I know
Yeah,
what
the
Nikhil
one
wants
shot.
to do for next week, so we'll figure out something with that. But we'll figure something out.
No, but that is so everyone is still everyone that seems to be a problem is locked there currently, other than the Chaos leader who is here and evil now.
We should stop talking here and get going. We can walk as we go.
Yeah, we need to get to that, and we point towards the spire and just go. Our plan currently is to get inside by any means necessary, even if that means being arrested. We don't particularly need them to like us. We just need to get in there because we're pretty sure the order portal is in there.
I understand a need for quickness. Yes.
Also, I forgot to do this, but what is your spoken name?
Oh, forgive me. It's been so long since I've actually said it out loud. You may call me Kylan.
Kylan.
Kylan. Okay. Marking that down.
For those who want to know spelling, it's Kylan.
I did not spell it that way.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think everyone spells half my names differently, but that's how I spelled it. But yeah, so you start heading towards the order base, or the base of the spire of the order base, as it were. Kylan is still, kind of processing a lot of things that the leader of the organization that she has been part of for so long is a demon monster wreaking havoc on the entire city. Apparently, that's not great for the mental health. So she's fairly silent, but you're free to ask her any questions at the moment as you like.
So, Kylan, I have a very important question. Can you, heal people when they are sick or gravely injured?
To some extent.
Good, good. That's something that we definitely need here.
Healer. Not full healer, but healer enough. I finally gave you enough of a healer.
Healer enough,
Yeah.
please.
She's not
Yeah.
like a cleric.
I
but
turn
she's
back
enough.
to I turn back to Goodbid. Hey, Capri Sun, you have healing hands, right?
That is a tool in my repertoire, yes.
Okay. Good. So we have a couple healers now. We're not gonna immediately die.
I mean, we got this far without a healer, but it's good to have 2 more because we are only going to get in worse situations, I feel.
We do have Frankies after
You
us.
do.
Do we
Yes.
have
You're
government.
lucky
Is
that
there-
one of them
Both
was
sides.
nice.
Yes,
But there are
Kaylin.
others.
Kaylin, is there a way for you to put on, like, I don't know, bounty hunter job board that Raelius was not murdered and just is not maybe alive,
I do
but
like.
no one killed him?
I do think it's funny that you're asking Kylan that when Goodvid has been with you for like the past 2 hours. So she sort of shakes her head. No, you don't have access to the other contracts.
Oh. Well,
We like Kylan. She didn't try. She tried to kill us, but then she didn't fucking try and follow through with it.
yes, yes.
We're working with
Double
her right
bounty
now.
hunter.
Good.
Being
You're still on
punished for
thin
being
ice,
a good
man.
businessman. What
Kylan.
world are we living in?
Yes, Mr. Goodwood, you can learn Island because she was very, very nice when she tried to kill us, and you were just annoying.
Good at my job.
Kylan kind of looks at you and just sort of
You did
shrugs.
also,
Yes.
Am I also a Frankie?
You can be if you want to be. I did not have it in your. I imagine that their training.
oh wait, no.
I imagine that their training was more like militaristic, which doesn't really fit your
Okay.
vibe. So I wasn't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Freelance.
Yeah. Their training
Freelance.
is more. Think of them sort of like freelancer Marines is kind of what I would compare the
Right, yes.
Knights of Franklin Castle to be.
Goodbid also hates Frankies.
Yeah.
That's something me and Glib have in common.
Maybe you can
Good,
bond
good
over
to
that.
know.
Something.
Maybe we
You
can
need-
bond
good-
over mutual
Goodness
hatred.
knows you need something.
Oh, yes, someone
something so we
commented
don't
asking.
hate each other.
Someone asked if Glib was like all right since my charm spell.
Oh
wore
yeah,
off.
yeah. The charm.
Yeah, I was
spell,
gonna ask about that.
I was gonna. The charm spell probably didn't really have a lot of effect because literally all that it does. I'll go ahead and say this: the enemy effect. This was actually something that Nathan had messaged me earlier. This is how he wanted to be introed. That was something that Goodbid cast to sort of catch you guys off guard so that he could get in close to take his kill.
Motherfucker.
You guys don't know
was,
that. You guys don't
having-
know that in character.
You guys don't
Yeah.
know that, but having Glib think that
Yeah.
that she is an enemy is a spell that I have.
He had that
absolutely.
whole thing planned out where like I can't claim credit
That
credit
is
for that
so
intro
genius.
where he turned you two against each other, walked in, and then like got in close for the thunder wave. That was all Nathan. All credit to him for that intro.
Yeah. Matt messaged me
Like,
like,
I
how
mean-
would you kill them? And I was like, I got it.
I got a plan.
And then
Poor
it didn't
Glib.
work.
No, it did not.
But can't win them
I'm
all.
debating whether I should do my really big reveal now or if I should save it for next week. Maybe I'll give us a cliffhanger in a minute because we are getting close to the end of this. But as you sort of, I'll give you another minute if you want to ask Kylan anything, and then you're approaching the base of the Order Temple. This takes a little bit, so. And
Yeah,
I guess my last question is, do you know? When was the last time you saw a dog?
it's been a few years, but yeah, something that reminds me. You were mentioned. She brought you up a few times, I think. You SG, is it?
Yes.
I'm sure more will come to me. I'm sorry, I can do some psychic nonsense to pull any information out later, but I believe there are more important things at hand.
That's fair. Well,
So you continue onwards. Kylan is sort of, as I've said many times, Kylan is sort of still shocked. And after sort of a block or two of silence, she speaks up and goes, I don't know if Haldor will even be enough. We'll need to get Callisto out. I'm sure he's not taking this well.
well, he wasn't super excited to see us last time, so
Well, I'm sure he was even less excited to see, what did you call Polnaros in this form?
yes.
He did say, "What the hell did you do to him?" And that was the exact last thing that we heard him ever say.
She sort of pauses again, nods, goes, well, that would make sense. I mean, this is just rumors, of course. Perhaps I shouldn't even tell you, but if the rumors are true, the man who was once Polnaros and Callisto were romantically involved.
Shit.
That makes sense.
Oh no.
So wait,
the BBEG is the
didn't I
quest
think
giver's
it's
boyfriend! Let's go!
Oh no. Oh
did
no.
I not actually refer to him as a child? Oh, that's his boyfriend slash husband, maybe.
Yeah, so, you don't know the exact specifics, but there's some emotional
We're so
attachment there.
fucked. We are so
Oh,
fucked.
You're telling me he did all this?
And on that
for,
note,
for love.
On that note, I think that we will end the session so that everybody freaks out and wonders about that big twist that's been planned for weeks.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna get even sadder later.
I mean, like, the worst that could happen is that if the older one is the kid, but I don't think that is possible.
I would like to also point out that this image of someone being someone else's kid was completely concocted by you guys after you just had the idea that really, like,
don't say you guys. I wasn't in this.
It was SG. It was SG. There's been no evidence that anyone is
party in SG. That's it. That's
the only evidence of relationships between these characters of any form has come in the last 5 minutes. So yeah, that'll be an interesting couple conversations that will be had possibly in episode 6.
Son of a bitch! The last thing this motherfucker saw was us kidnapping his boyfriend, who, to all of his knowledge, we made look like that.
I will say, technically, the last thing that you saw, remember I described it, when Callisto saw Polnaros in the Chaos Realm, like he immediately, like it was the most emotional you've ever saw. Like he was ready to detonate universes because of what happened, and then he got trapped there, and that was the end of that session. So
So, spoiler alert, everyone dies
everyone
at the end.
dies at the
Everybody
end.
dies.
But hey, maybe Aldor will be of help. You don't know. You haven't met him yet. I know, but you don't know. All right, and yeah,
I don't think so.
maybe.
I got a bad vibe.
I've lied to you several times.
Maybe.
We'll see what I'm lying about next. There are still like one or two planned reveals that we'll have in this campaign. But yeah, that is going to be the end of session 5. Nathan, what did you think of your first introduction to the party and the world?
It definitely could have gone worse, but I think in the end we have a truce.
You're alive, and that's pretty good.
And if these next coming episodes, if these guys die, my contract is void. So it's like nobody can kill me if I start going about my business again.
That's a good
Fair
point.
enough.
Who knows what will happen? Certainly, as someone who does know what will happen, certainly none of you do.
No.
And on that note, I will do the usual thing. Does anyone have anything that they want to plug? I'm going to plug Nikhil's Kickstarter while he's not here. I'll do that for him. So let me pull that up really quick as anyone else wants to say anything. I'll give you all a second.
I have no idea who sent them to me, but I'm guessing one of the people who watched this sent me like custom dice for this game.
I was actually thinking about getting custom dice for everybody, but I need to figure out how I want to do that.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
They were unmarked, like they didn't have any like label or anything on them, but they're like gold rimmed and
That's
red and
dope.
sparkly and everything. I have no idea who
awesome.
sent them to me. But thank you. I have no idea. They're probably a consistent watcher. Otherwise, I have no idea why they would send me D&D dice. So, thank you,
Now,
whoever
I'm
did.
going to plug something on behalf of Nikhil, who, for those who came in later, Nikhil's graduating this week, so he couldn't be with us. But Nikhil does have a Kickstarter campaign running right now. I'm going to put the link to it in the chat right now. It is for I believe, TV pilot. Based around one of his, running TikTok bits, I believe, based on the Bumbling Immortal. So if you want to go and support Nikhil Clayton's Kickstarter, I have put the link in there. I'm sure he would very much appreciate it as a little graduation gift, if you will. And on that note, I think that's everything. So we will. Oh, did you have something?
Oh, can I plug?
Yeah.
Can I plug one more thing? I've had a ton of people ask me this over the last couple of months as I've said that I'm a game developer in training. My first publicly available game is available on Steam for anybody that wants to play it.
Here,
I'll put the link in the store, not the store, in the chat.
Twitch doesn't like them with moderation on. Message it to me on Instagram really quick, Panda,
Okay,
and I'll drop it in there. I'll put in the link in a second.
Can I just message?
Oh, Skype.
I'll
also
send it on Skype. It's right there.
Hold on.
Yep.
Okay, hold on, everybody. I'm dropping that.
But that's my first publicly It's my first publicly available game.
Ceramic Soul.
It's it's very broken. It's very broken in a lot of places. Just remember, the only thing that I did on this
Link is there.
most of the lighting. It is most of the lighting, not all of it, but most of it I did. So that is one of the games that I've actually made.
Congratulations!
So if you guys want to check it out, and surprisingly, a couple of people on YouTube have actually reviewed it, which I was not expecting, and is terrifying to me.
How happy are you to see that already 2 people in chat have said Glibussy game?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Well, technically, one said Glibussy came, so.
No, I didn't say that for a reason.
Oh wait,
man.
is this not?
I hate
And on that,
whoever said
I'm
that.
assuming it was a typo.
I hate
I'm
you with
assuming
my
it was a
soul.
typo, but on that absolutely horrible note, we'll end the
Sorry.
session here. We will see you all next Friday, 4 p.m. Central, for episode 6. Thanks for coming. Have a good rest of your night.